Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
And now, let's go to our free agency breaking news desk. And one, producer Lindsay Baseball. Linz?
Thanks, Christopher. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, LeBron James has informed the Los Angeles Lakers that he will play the 2026-27 season, but has informed the Lakers that the team without him because he will play elsewhere.
Wow! It is a final!
Oh, man, he's going to the Warriors.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
Wait a minute.
He will play elsewhere. Wow.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Whoa.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
People in LA are cheering or are pissed off.
Well, how do you feel, Berg? You're a Lakers fan.
I was ready to move on.
As was I.
A little sabor?
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the widow on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Do you want to do the Love Boat, or do you want me to do the Love Boat?
The Art, I don't even want to talk.
No, here it is. Ready? Watch this. Watch this.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to
Bit boy.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right. That's right. Of course we were.
It's Windy Wednesdays on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, just one more thing.
Boom, ba, da, come on. Oh, Geeter.
703, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show begins on a windy Wednesday on this July 8th, 2026, just one day from the summer of Schwann's beginning. Geeter McGee is in.
Earlier.
It can. Well, I think it begins at 9 a.m. today, actually, because I think that's when Sedano leaves.
Right,
Oh, really?
9 a.m. You guys got it.
The summer of Schwanz
Don't
is
worry.
ready to
The official
go.
summer of Schwanz.
Look, it's on the board.
Bad boy Geeter, who also
Dirty boy Geeter.
He tainted our 545 segment yesterday. Again, being dirty.
Listen.
Again, Geeter?
Yeah, it was listen,
It's only when he's next to me for some reason.
I don't know where the line is. I'm trying to find the line, and I'm trying to fit in and have a good time. And I tell you, when I'm here, I think we're in the trust tree. I'm all excited.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I'll just tell you, listen, the day that Dr. Clapper talked about the third testicle,
Yeah.
and then you thought that a third testicle means 33% more.
Yes.
Come on, Cap. It's 7:04.
Right.
Completely
That's
a
why
valid
I'm.
take,
That's why
by
I'm
the
really.
way.
That's why I'm really editing what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was fine. A lot of people here thought it crossed the line.
Yeah.
In my world, a yellow card. For others, it was a red
At 7
card.
in the morning, it totally flies.
Well, wait, but it was in the YouTube hour, so totally,
Yeah.
totally yellow card.
Right,
there.
George, yellow card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, by
That's
the
a
way,
warning.
yesterday we're talking about the big Norway guy,
Yeah.
the box merchant, who I love.
And you know what he
And I
says?
just said he's got. Go ahead.
He says again, we're in the FCC hour.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting ready for Lakers talk.
Not the safe harbor.
Trudell I'm sitting between Trudell and Geeter during crosstalk.
Yeah.
And he goes, man, he's got big, and it was wide open. Everybody heard it. And the place just stopped.
Guts, intestinal fortitude. I
Yeah.
should have used, but I just said he's got
Courage.
big. Yeah. I mean, he does.
Kuyans.
Kuyans, right.
That's what he said, but he didn't say
Yeah.
Kuyans.
No?
And-
Guts. Grit.
And what I've tried to tell Geeter
Big
is, listen,
soccer balls.
we say
Right.
a lot
Tell
of
him,
things, but we use double entendre, like Schwann's. We don't say the actual thing.
Cojones.
I'm learning. I apologize to George. And I
Right.
apologize to
Don't
Cappy.
apologize.
You don't have to apologize
Don't
to me.
apologize,
Thank you,
Buzz.
George.
Don't apologize.
Meanwhile, Geeter's here. It's Cappy. Shit out for a few hours, and look in the studio. We got Funches and that brother Kasim.
Oh, there
yeah.
we go.
Oh, this is a day.
Good morning, gentlemen.
This is a
Good
day.
morning.
What am I doing here?
I don't know.
What am I doing? What are we doing here? Me and Geeter. What are we doing?
There was a scheduling mishap. Shocking.
I was originally supposed to be here this week in the
Okay.
morning.
Uh-huh.
Cappy,
Oh,
you came back.
Oh, my bad.
Lindsay
Oh,
felt
this
bad.
was the Cappy.
Yeah.
Lindsay felt bad,
Right.
and said, "Come join us." And by the
Oh.
way, a chance to join you and George. I'm in.
Yeah, my
I
bad
didn't
on
know
this.
Funches and everybody was going to be here, but I'm
Now,
all
the
in.
underlining,
The more the merrier.
the underlining thing is Bergie and Lindsay are like, No, Funch just showed up. He wasn't on the schedule. So there's this whole playing out today.
It's true.
Funch, really the question, I should be the person saying,
listen,
what am I doing here? Because I was the one who had scheduled vacation this week, just forgot about scheduled vacation. And then when everybody's like, well, aren't you off next week? I'm like, for what? What's the problem? Like, well, you scheduled a vacation. I'm like, I did? They're like, yeah, back in March. I'm like, sorry, forgot.
Yeah, if you're going to go on vacation, go on a real vacation.
Yeah, right.
When I was telling Geeter that, I was like, oh, he probably doesn't believe me. I'm like, I already asked this guy to, like, arrange his schedule. He's going to work. And I have to be like, sorry, nope, never mind, because Cap isn't taking vacation because he forgot.
I forgot.
Guys, I don't care if you cut me loose, have me come in. It's fine. There's no apologies necessary.
Wow. And no apologies necessary from you to us about your commentary.
Yeah, you're
and
yellow
bad
card.
boy Geeter.
You're fine.
It's a yellow
By the way,
card.
you did great last night. I listened to an hour of Lakers talk before Cappy and I went on our morning walk or our evening walk for the swing off.
Mm-hmm.
You're so much better than Trudell at this.
Wow. Wow.
Trudell's good, but you're really good.
Now I know he's trying to drive a wedge, George, because that's not true.
I never do that. Come on.
No, it's not what he does. He's about bringing people together, not separating people.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
The big unifier.
Right. Hey, George, I want to tell all of our YouTube viewers who yesterday had the audacity to even question my soccer fanhood. They're oh, Cap, you're such a hype man. And now that the U.S. has been knocked out, you're not even going to watch the rest of the World Cup. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, George, I found myself at my regular spot, the Whole Foods right here in downtown L.A. Yeah. And I was with about 100 other people, and we were all watching.
100 people watching a soccer match at Whole Foods?
Well, there's a Whole Foods. There's like a cafe next to the whole, like on the other side.
And a bar. They serve booze in there.
And the place just gets packed.
Yeah.
It really does. And yesterday, there I was.
Watching your friends in Egypt. Egypt is the place to be.
Egypt. Yeah, that's right. And watching this incredible comeback by Argentina.
It really was nuts.
And let me tell you something. When the U.S. was down when the U.S. was down 1-0, I'm like, hey, there's still plenty of time. They get it to 1-1. They get down 2-1. I'm like, hey, there's still plenty of time. Even at 3-1, I wasn't ready to give up on the U.S. But the U.S. did not have the heart, the talent, the desire, the experience. They didn't have any of what Argentina had. And when that game was over.
They also don't have the greatest player in the history of the game.
Right. Messi is unbelievable. And when the game was over, when you're seeing Messi, tears streaming down his face.
And they're throwing him up in the air like they already won the championship.
Right. I mean, that just shows you what this means to them, the time, the place, the moment, the history, the future. All of these things combined for Argentina. And here we were limping our way out with everybody just today. I mean, 2 days later, we're probably all over it. But yesterday, man, people were just pissed about the U.S. No, good. I'm glad you're not over it.
I'm not over it. And listen, I am more of a fan during the World Cup. I admittedly say that every time, and I don't know if it's the time zones or maybe I'm coming around to the game more, but I have absolutely loved this World Cup. I've been dialed into every single game. The family has been into it. And listen, just like the Olympics, when it's USA, I am invested 100%. I've been following this team a little bit more than the others leading up to the World Cup. I thought this was the best team that we have had. I just wanted a better showing. Did I think that they were going to win the tournament? No. I told DeMarco and Travis 3 weeks ago, if you get to the quarterfinal, this is a win and just to have a chance. But the way that they came out and played, timid, scared, not ready for the moment, no battle, no fight, weak on the back line, not controlling the ball. To me, that was the biggest disappointment. It was embarrassing. Yep. And you have to go out better than that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something. You may have said, and George agreed with you, that if they made it to the quarterfinals, it was a win. But, George, I was part of that Alexi Lawless hype train of, hey, we're not satisfied. We're actually going to be greedy in this particular instance. We're going to say, this is not enough. We want more. We're ready. We're home. We've got the crowd behind us. I hear Carly Lloyd on Fox, who I absolutely love. I just love Carly Lloyd. I just think she's amazing. Her career, her analysis, she's super good looking. She's pregnant. I mean, I just love everything about her. You know what I mean? Just
Put it all into one.
Look at Kasim's face.
Yeah.
Kasim made the face that we were all feeling in that
We're not
creepy
just going to
moment.
skip past that, are we?
No. Kasim, what? I love her. She's just real.
It was creepy. It was weird. It was not great.
Yeah, I love her. I love Carly Lloyd. God, I love her. But anyway.
Kasim's face was incredible.
I saw
Come on, Kasim. It was the part about Americans being greedy and wanting more?
It wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like Cher creepy.
Yeah.
Like it was a different creepy.
Yeah, different kind of
you know
creepy.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's okay.
I just love Carly
she's
Lloyd.
also pregnant. Like I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I said it.
He said it.
That's what-
Okay.
Like,
I just want to make sure.
But for pregnant ladies?
No, I just think she's real. She's raw. She's on TV. She's pregnant. She's analyzing. Like, she's just real. I love Carly
By the
Lloyd.
way, her criticism and her analysis of Pulisic and how the team played was spot on. And this is from someone who's done it before, and she's allowed to sit up on that stage. And I think she was the voice for every single American fan. We all felt that way.
Yeah, I loved it. And so anyway, George, I just want to say to all the YouTubers who had the audacity to question my soccer fandom yesterday. They say, oh, once the USA's out, Cap's out, he's all hype. I watched that Argentina match, man. That was unbelievable.
Hey, Cappy, did you watch Switzerland and Colombia?
I sure did.
Because the Swiss is more along what you're talking about, a team that was not a top 10 team playing against a really good Colombia team, and they won that game. They were close. It was 0-0 against a team that was better than them.
No,
they
it's
at least
0-0, not 0-0.
Sorry, you're right. 0-0 until the very end of the game to go to penalty shootouts. That's kind of what you were hoping was going to happen with the United States.
That's right.
And it didn't happen. The Swiss match your analogy.
Yes. Now, are you a Swiss fan now? Or are you a...
No.
No, you're not.
I mean, I couldn't believe. I mean, the Swiss in winning in penalty kicks was impressive. Like that. I mean, Colombia. I mean, they're not Argentina, but they're good. And the Swiss have not been to this point in their 72-year history, I believe, of competing in the World Cup.
Well, I thought yesterday, again, this was my big test yesterday, George. Now that the USA is out, am I still in?
Now, did you see your boy Tom Brady's tweet about the Argentina game?
Yes.
28-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said, so this may top 28-3.
Right.
And then on Sportsman, like the show before, has stretched 4 hours out of that topic.
Well, right, because Evan loves Tom Brady more than Cappy does.
Yeah, he
Right.
does. Right. I should give Evan my Tom Brady jersey. You know, it's still in the bag.
It's a very clever response by Tom Brady.
But it made us all really just talk about how great Tom Brady is in that Super Bowl again.
100%. He knew exactly what he was doing.
And,
by the way, I think it's okay that you, every 4 years, are invested.
Right.
Like,
by the way, I don't know if Geeter understands the music.
Yeah,
there.
do you understand that
sorry.
reference? So the reference is that Tom Brady's a vampire.
He looks like a vampire these days.
You know, well, the cheekbones have never looked.
I know. I think he looks great.
Don't look at me.
Never looked bad.
I'm a huge fan of Tom Brady's. And I
But
think
by the way, like, vampires are very handsome during the day, and then at night they turn into
By the way,
loons.
Sedano, that is Radio 101. Very good there to vocal font the drop. Not just to Geeter, who's new to the show, but also
and
people,
anyone else that may be new,
exactly.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's stuff that Cappy doesn't understand.
No, I don't get it. I don't get this business. I don't understand it. I don't get the industry. I'm new. You know, I'm kind of like Funchy. What am I doing here?
That's because Geeter.
You kind of let George.
Exactly.
George is going to handle that stuff, right? Like you don't need to know anything.
Geeter is a star pupil at the Greg Bergman School of Content.
He sure is.
By the way, Greg Bergman and I shared chopsticks yesterday.
We did.
We did go on our.
You guys went to Sugarfish?
It was an adventure, and in a very expensive one, more expensive than I thought. And we could expand on this later, but we ended up sharing chopsticks, which I don't think was a big deal. But everyone's like freaked out by it.
Wait. When you say sharing chopsticks, you mean like you took a piece of sushi,
No,
put it
he
in your
ate
mouth?
his, and then I said, "Oh, I don't have chopsticks in my box." He goes, "Here you go." I go, "Okay."
Did you wash them off?
No.
And he didn't flip them around either.
No.
He trusted me to put
This
the
kid's
use
got.
the
What's
end.
this kid got?
Yeah,
He's
nothing.
fine. He's healthy.
I mean, Chris has put a lot of worse things in his
yeah,
mouth.
right.
To be fair,
Right.
There's a drop for you.
Right. I'm just thinking about it. Like, if you gave me your chopsticks, I'd be like, that's really sweet of you. And I have a couple of options. I could A, wash them off, or I could B, flip them.
probably flip them.
But even if I flip them, I've still got Bergie's hand germs on my flipped chopsticks. You know what I mean? So, like, I think I'd like to wash them. I think I'd like to wash those chopsticks off.
I'm not washing wood to then go put it right back in my mouth. Like, what's the point?
I don't know, but
Just let that sit.
George, this is where I need your advice. There's so much I want to jump in with, but I'm just scared of the line.
See,
so
we've gotten scared now.
Here's what I
playing
do.
scared.
Sometimes,
I'm afraid to shoot.
It's just best to just kind of sit back and let those guys run the offense.
Yeah. I've
You'll
noticed.
just sit in the corner.
Thank you,
and
George.
just wait to see if they give you an open shot.
Right. Like,
if
speaking
not,
my language.
you know, just kind of hang back.
Because like yesterday's a great example. We were in the 9 o'clock hour yesterday, and all hell breaks loose in that hour. And Sedano is like, you know what? You guys want to just do your summer of Schwans before the summer of Schwans actually kicks off? I'll be over here if you need me.
Yeah.
Right. And he just bails for a little while. And then we try and re-engage
And it was about 4 minutes, and then Chris was like, "Oh, I think Sedano's checked out." I'm listening intently. It just is a matter of I have really nothing to add at the moment.
Yeah, because who knows what the hell we were talking about.
7:16 in the morning.
He wanted to stay out of it.
Geeter, you know what you could have done in these first 16 minutes of your day on the air? Well, you could have gone and seen our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They'll get you a lube job. Home of the
Stay away from that one.
I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to do it.
Easy, Geet.
He took the bait.
Yeah.
Home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you.
Nicely done. Nicely done. George, let me ask you a question here.
Yes, sir.
Fill me in. Give me a George Sedano early morning scouting report on what the Lakers did yesterday, because since LeBron's previous decision, which is I'm not playing for the Lakers anymore.
Right.
And on the day of, Geeter, what are we celebrating here today?
This is the 16-year anniversary of the decision where LeBron
Oh, yeah, that's right.
broke
that's right.
the
Jim
hearts.
Gray. We had Jim Gray on to talk about it.
Broke the hearts of
amongst
Cleveland
other
fans
things, not that
everywhere
long ago.
and the kids.
Yeah.
In front of them.
So 16 years ago today, LeBron made his decision. I'm taking my talents to Miami.
They gave $3.5 million to the Boys and Girls Club.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
So what do you think is going to happen today, Geet?
Well, Lindsay and I, in our pre-show prep.
Yeah, by the way, there was pre-show prep going on between Lindsay and Geeter. I was like, what the hell's going on in there?
We were here early.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not used to not having to do this.
It was exciting. It was exciting. But she brought up that date to me, and I said, oh, my.
Yeah.
This is the day he says he's going to
Now,
Cleveland. It makes
believe
sense now.
I'm taking my talents to Cleveland?
For months until today. Show prep.
Show prep. So, George, today, 16 years after the fact, maybe LeBron, with a sense of showmanship, makes a decision today.
I mean, listen, 10 million people watched that. It's kind of wild if you think about it, that 10 million people watched him literally just sit there for an hour while Jim Gray talked to him. And then eventually he said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach, and then the people in Cleveland burned his jersey. But the reality is this. I don't think it's going to happen today. I saw that Bob Myers went on the podcast with Rich and Max.
I didn't see that.
And was like stating his case for LeBron. This is amazing content, by the way. I am fascinated now. I would watch the clips on the Rich Paul and Max podcast, but now I'm like, wait a second. They just had Bob Myers on the podcast to talk about free agency. This is amazing. Like, now we had the whiteboard. Now they have an actual president of not just the Sixers, but he's the president of all the Josh Harris properties. And, obviously he's a 4-time champion general manager of the Golden State Warriors, like literally giving his pitch. Here's what I would say to LeBron if he were here. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what is happening right now? What world do we live in? And God, can we live in it longer?
I mean, the Sixers make sense basketball-wise if you're looking at it like that.
I don't know.
But I don't know, George, like why? Does it make sense
know why?
to go there?
Because too many guys need the ball.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, because Maxey has to have the ball in his hands, but now Jaylen Brown's got to have that.
And then you got BJ Edgecombe and Jaylen Brown, and what about Embiid? Like, when he's around, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of mouths to feed there.
By the way, I almost started crying last night. There was this little kid in Boston that was crying about Jaylen Brown leaving.
It happened like a week ago.
Okay, whatever it is. I just saw it last night, and I freaking started crying last night.
But do you know what happened now? They met yesterday.
Oh, I saw that.
Brown picked him up.
Yeah, Jaylen, that was really nice.
Cutest kid ever.
Oh, my God. He's like, I love you, man. You're my favorite player.
Here's some good audio from the podcast where Bob Myers actually asked for the whiteboard. Here we go.
Also, before I forget, you did this whiteboard thing?
Yes.
My name, I didn't get on the whiteboard.
Because I didn't want to.
I didn't get on the whiteboard.
No.
I didn't get on the whiteboard.
I'm going to tell you why.
The Sixers,
but
no
Bob Myers.
Nothing.
Yes.
I thought we were.
No, because
there was other guys on the whiteboard.
Right, because he's saying, like, look at the human capital.
On the whiteboard.
You're kind of in it, but you're not in
Okay,
it.
fine.
And
Okay.
what I didn't want to hear is you call me and say, Rich, why would you put my name on?
But you're not worried about that? See, that was funny because that involved both pits, the whiteboard and Bob Myers.
The podcast is on fire right now.
I'm putting Bob Myers on our whiteboard.
To answer your question, Cappy, about Kevon Looney, I think I told you this earlier when we were talking about like people who were available at the center position to back up Walker Kessler. Kevon Looney, listen, he has had a fantastic career, okay? He is a 3-time champion with the Golden State Warriors. He is okay as a fit, I think, with Luka. I don't necessarily view him as the prototypical Luka center. Not really like a vertical spacer so much. Good rebounder for sure. And fine, I guess, as a backup. But we have breaking news.
Yeah, Cap spelled Bob Myers' name wrong on the whiteboard.
How do you spell it?
What?
Well, I mean, there are many ways to spell it. I spelled it Meyers. How do you spell it?
No, Myers.
That's not how you spell it.
Wait a second,
he's a four-time championship general manager. Show the man some respect.
Wait, nobody spells their name
local school.
Meyers?
Yes, some people do, but not Bob Myers.
He's the reason Bob Chesney's at UCLA.
Hold on, I'll make a correction. Stand by.
Also, apparently, Funchy's talking to himself in the studio.
I don't know what the hell's going on in here.
Well, he's talking to the YouTube chat.
He always does that.
That's part of his job when he's in here.
Funchy, why are you here again?
I have no clue.
Well, no, he'll do in the 9 o'clock hour his YouTube chat recap in 60 seconds, but it really takes like 4 minutes.
There's already some clown in there like irritated on we were talking about USA soccer already.
But Funchy's in here going like this.
Show,
but Funchy's in here going like, and I'm looking over going, what the hell's he doing? And I do know that he's told us he talks to himself.
Oh, is that what you were puzzled about?
Yeah, I was
earlier?
like, what's he doing?
Yeah, you were.
Hey, I guess I do. Jeez.
You don't realize
But he never realizes it.
I don't.
It's the most
It's
amazing
okay,
thing.
Funch.
You don't realize you're speaking out loud?
So
No,
good.
I don't.
It's so good.
Funch, you be you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you, Sedano.
I love to
I
see
love
just
Sedano.
laughing
I
in the
don't have a
background.
problem with you being you. It's just that it's a little distracting.
Well, clearly you do. Yeah.
But I love you, kid.
Yeah. Hey,
What?
so
You
yeah,
no
Cappy.
love
I
back?
mean, he's fine. Like
Love you.
it's not. It's not like I'm not like, oh my god, he's the missing piece. He played at UCLA, so I'm sure Greg's happy. But like, like he's fine. Like he's got real experience. That's a plus for sure. I just don't know if I love the.
I have a couple other questions for
Sure,
you
we can do
and
that on
Geeter
the other side.
about Kevon Looney. Yeah.
7:22 in the morning. Time for us to talk about our friends as I knock on the hardwood, the morning wood.
Hickory smoke.
I got Bristol Hickory.
Oh, Bristol Hickory.
Yeah, from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring.
Right. Get Geeter and Cappy some of that tickly walnut.
Cappy.
in that studio somewhere.
Geeter's going to get in trouble with the tickly walnut.
Yeah. So anyway, listen, SoCal. Summer's officially here. The grill's fired up. The kids are out of school.
Nude Oak.
Nude Oak. There it is.
Nude Oak.
Look at Geeter. He doesn't know whether to speak or not.
Yeah, Geeter's like
I
he's
love
nervous.
me a good walnut.
Really?
I do, and when it's tickly and smooth, it's a lot of fun.
He got that hard wood in his hand.
And now we stop.
And then you get some Nude Oak, and you're good to go. Everybody's posting vacation photos. Meanwhile, you're still looking at those same old floors. Get yourself some Nude Oak or some tickly walnut or some Bristol Hickory. Come on, man. It's time for an upgrade. Head over to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where they've got millions, I repeat, millions of in-stock options of that hardwood we just mentioned, the laminate, the tile, the waterproof vinyl, carpet, and even the turf for the outdoor like I got recently. And unlike those stores running, quote-unquote, summer blowout sales every other weekend, Hernandez gives you true wholesale pricing all year long, Jack. That's right, no waiting, no gimmicks, no wondering if next week's sale will actually be better. No! Just incredible selection and wholesale pricing from a family-owned business that's been serving Southern California for 3 generations. By the way, first responders, military, veterans, they get extra savings. And if you, any of you out there, find a lower price somewhere else, Hernandez will match it. No questions asked. Very simple. So before your next summer party, barbecue, or family get-together, give your home the upgrade it deserves. Visit the showroom next to Commerce Casino off the 5 freeway. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. Ask for those crazy Hernandez brothers. Or you can go online, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. That's HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, because no sale beats wholesale.
Thank you, Sedano. 7:24 in the morning. Maybe you just showed up today, like Funchy, and you're like, why am I here? Why am I taking in the Sedano and Cap Morning Show? Well, guess what? We're going to keep the fun and frivolity rolling 3 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal, too. Right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid...
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends August 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
At Uline, The prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Where are you going to be Friday morning? Are you going to be with us at Hollywood Park Casino? Join the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We're going to be live from HPC in Inglewood, Hollywood Park Casino this Friday from 7 to 10 a.m. Come hang with the Morning Show crew. Beto's going to be with us, Cappy, producer Lindsay Baseball, Bergie, myself. Come get ready for the quarterfinal at SoFi between Spain and Belgium. Going to be a party, oh party. Powered by Milagro Tequila. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila, please enjoy responsibly. We're back with fun and frivolity for your morning drive 90 seconds from right now.
Hey, it's Mason. The next best thing to being at the 2026 FIFA World Cup is watching it at Cosm. Experience every match inside the massive 87-foot LED dome in shared reality. You will feel like you're right there on the pitch with the world's biggest stars. Plus, catch all the action in the Cosm Hall with great food and drinks. FIFA World Cup tickets will not last, so book right now at cosm.com/FIFA. I will see all you guys for the World Cup at Cosm.
In my world, you're always sorting through information, trying to find what matters most fast. Well, if you're hiring, you can now review all these resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter has a new feature that instantly shows you the most interested, qualified candidates first. ZipRecruiter's matching technology finds qualified candidates quickly. And with ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates show up at the top of your list. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Here she comes. Surprise! They sent a duplicate shipment to your flower shop. Now you have to pay for 1,000 extra carnations. Also, there's a beehive outside your store, and they're super aggressive. There's thousands of them.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 10% or more on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, the egg salad you just ate was expired. Gross.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, weekdays at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
And he's sitting there in this coffee shop, and I'm looking at him, and he kind of realizes I'm checking him out a little bit, and he's like thinking to himself, what's this Aqua Velva looking at? You know what I'm saying? Right?
Wait, I can imagine you not being conspicuous at all.
Well,
or being completely conspicuous,
what's
actually.
This Aqua Velva?
Yeah, right. And so he's looking.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Listen ourselves. I am Han. I'm down in France, and we want to pump you up.
Weekdays at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
7:29. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday. My quack there was weak. One more time. There we go. Windy will be with us in hour number 2, hopefully. Geeter's here for Sedano, but Sedano's also here today.
Wait, is it
just like
Geeter here for me?
I don't know. Scheduling not our strong point here at ESPN LA. It's okay. It's okay. Meanwhile, Bergie will talk about the Dodgers, and we'll do Bergie's 3 things in about 5 minutes from right now. We'll keep it tight and bright. But let's pay. Oh, well, first let me tell you this. On this day in 2018, the number 1 hit, Drake. Nice for what, Cappy?
Yeah. That's my happy break, hermano.
By the way, a shout out to Sweet Timmy J, and Lucas back there today on the YouTube. They got the Geeter strike counter up on the YouTube stream.
Nice.
So you got 2 strikes. What happens when you got 3 strikes?
You're just out. Like this. Watch this.
No, you're not out.
No, just like this. Ha ha!
Oh, wow.
Like an umpire who calls a strike 3.
You just did a little more of a Karate Kid.
Yeah, it's a karate thing. Yeah, it's a karate thing.
Daniel,
karate.
Meanwhile, let's pay off the tees, Cappy.
All right. So, George, I got some questions about Kevon Looney. Let me ask both of you ball knower extremes this question. Kevon Looney is a $3.9 million 1-year backup center for the Lakers, and they desperately needed another big man.
Right.
Is he better than DeAndre Ayton?
I'll jump in first, George. DeAndre Ayton on paper would have been a great backup center for the Lakers. George, I don't know if that role is what DeAndre Ayton would have wanted, if he would have mentally been dialed in enough to even be effective in that role. Yes, DeAndre Ayton would have been a better backup center, but he wants to start, and they had to clear and send him to Washington. Looney the need for him, in my opinion, because obviously, like, he's been in the league 11 years. He's not a guy that's getting to the rim, but he's a great screen setter. He's a great rebounder. Lakers were not good at offensive rebounding, bottom of the standings when he looked at that last year. He can get you extra possessions, but also in a team that has the oldest guy at 28 now, he's the only 30-year-old in the room, and he's won 3 titles, so I like the vet presence. I loved Jackson Hayes as a backup.
That was my next question.
I think Jackson Hayes, George, and Cappy, to me, great in that role. I watched him get better every year, but he got a little more money to go to Utah. I thought that was disappointing, but I did like Jackson Hayes in that role. But Kevon Looney will fill a need for that team. I'm not going to tell you he's going to be, playing 20 minutes a night. It's just not. He played 11 games last year.
Yeah, so, George, that's really was my question, is that if you get a backup center for under $4 million, is he equal to, at half the price of what a DeAndre Ayton or a Jackson Hayes would have been?
No.
Okay.
He's different. Mm-hmm. He's different. Yeah, Geeter already said it. And we talked about this yesterday, about DeAndre Ayton not being a guy who's going to want to be a backup here. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just not going to happen. I mean, he was annoyed being a starter here with his role. Like, what do you think he's going to be the backup? Like, come on. And that's unfortunate for him, because this is where his career is. I don't even know if he's going to be the starter in Washington, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, he's not going to be. It's going to be Anthony Davis and Alex Sarr who will start at one of those positions. And the other one will start at power forward. So if Anthony Davis is on the team. And I don't know if you could play Sarr and Ayton together, even if AD does get traded. So, yeah, like I think this is who DeAndre Ayton is, man. And, yes, Jackson Hayes would have been the best option, but he got more money from Utah.
So as far as Looney goes, I'm with you, Geeter, in that when you walk into a locker room and you're experienced and you're 30 years old and you've got 3 championships, at least you can be that older presence in a locker room where you can say, hey, guys, look, I mean, I got 3 of these things, okay? And here's how Steph did it, or here's how Draymond did it, or here's how we had this conflict, and here's what Coach Kerr said. He's got experience that the Lakers do not have. Is he the personality, you guys tell me, that could walk into this locker room on a 1-year deal and be that veteran, 3-time champion, experienced guy?
I don't know if he's that personality, but, George, we did have Michael Thompson on last night, who knows Looney, and did talk about kind of what a great guy he is and how well-liked he is. Yes. So he has to have a voice in this situation. But also, George, the roster's not complete yet. Like, that's why it's hard to like, I need to see a wing. Yeah. And then you can go, well, okay, Mamu is your small ball 5. He's going to get a lot more minutes, right? So how many spot minutes do you need from a guy like Looney? So those questions still need to be answered.
Yeah, and I just feel like, I feel like JJ's probably not going to want to play super big very often unless it's against certain teams, and he prefers to play small. I mean, it just feels like that's the case based off what I've seen over 2 seasons. Now, I think part of that is he didn't feel like, if I had to guess, and this is me recklessly speculating, if I had to guess, he didn't trust his centers all that much. At the very least, you can trust Looney to be in the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to worry about Kevon Looney in that regard. And I think sometimes with the previous centers that'd been the case.
So, all right, professional, championship caliber, been on great teams, been around great players, has experience. A little
not
bit
a
older.
vocal leader guy though.
Yeah.
Like he's an example guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect a guy to walk in on a $3.9 million 1-year contract and take over the locker room.
No.
You know?
Well, I mean, Marcus Smart kind of did that.
Yes, okay, I'll go with that. But Marcus Smart was a
different pedigree
and a real contributor. Like, I don't know if Looney is going to really. Correct. I mean, what kind of minutes are we talking about here?
I mean, like I said yesterday, maybe 8 to 10 on average at best.
Yeah. So big difference in terms of their role.
And there's different kinds of leaders. Like I go back to my college days, and I remember being a freshman and kind of feeling a little bit out of sorts, and having a 5th-year senior on that team. And by the way, he was not a starter, but it was just a guy that kind of connected with people, and you know what I mean. So like that I think is important when you're looking at the youth of this team.
Oh, I can remember my freshman year of college, and we were going to a bowl game, and I don't know why, but as a kid, I was thinking, you know, what because we all were talking in the locker room about what do we want, because they actually gave us the option. Do you guys want to watch? Do you want a ring? Do you want a jacket? Like they gave you these options. And I said to one of our 5th-year seniors, who was one of our special teams captains, I said, dude, we should do like rings, man. And he goes, yeah, well, when you're a fifth-year senior, you'll decide. And I was like, okay, my bad. My bad. I'll just sit over here and shut up. You know? And I realized that real quickly. You know, I looked at him. He was 22, and I thought he was a grown man because I was 18 and I was a child.
7:36 on a windy Wednesday. It is time for Bergey's Oregon. You watch the Blue Review weekday mornings, 6:30 a.m. on our YouTube channel, presented by LAX with Marcus Grant and Greg Bergman. And then Bergey comes on here and does Bergey's Three Things, thanks to our friends at Blue Ice Vodka. Time for Bergey's Three Things about the Dodgers taking away my chopstick brother. And I say that because we shared chopsticks yesterday. Gregory Arthur Bergman.
To be clear, I ate with him first and then handed them off.
Listen, nothing wrong with being number two.
Hey, dude.
No,
I mean,
but a question would be
judgment.
A question would be this: if Morales had eaten with the chopsticks and you didn't have chopsticks, and then he gave you his, would you have used them? Would you have washed them? Would you have flipped them? What would you have done?
I just would have used them, but also because I trust your mouth too, Cappy, because you guys, have your moments together.
That is true.
Yeah,
Bergie, it's just like passing the baton, man.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's fine. It's fine. So either way, the Dodgers.
I mean, Keyshawn and I used to pass the baton back in the day.
Oh, really?
There you go.
We're getting close to that third strike. We're getting close to that third strike.
Look at Geeter.
Yeah. That's strike one for Morales.
Quack, quack for the kids going to summer school.
He's talking about track and field.
Dodgers
Kids
lost to
going
the
to summer
Rockies.
school.
Dodgers lost to the Rockies, and really it did not matter in the slightest. It's just a game against the Rockies. But at the same time, there were things that happened, and really we have to start with the most important thing out of all of it, and it is this, Lindsay Baseball, the Shohei Ohtani 300th home run.
Highline drive, center field, carries over the wall. 300 for Shohei Ohtani.
And that is Joe Davis on Spectrum Sportsnet LA. So Shohei Ohtani, we have to do this at least once a week. I have to just glaze Shohei Ohtani every once in a while because it's important. I think it is important to in the moment realize what we are watching. The guy has 300 home runs. He has an ERA of 2.83 and 614 innings pitched. He's a 4-time MVP, 5-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger. He's won 2 World Series. He had a 50-50 game, of which it was one of the greatest games in the history of baseball. He had a game against the Brewers in the playoffs that was one of the greatest games in the history of baseball. He continually gives you one of the greatest games in the history of baseball. Not saying this was, but he does so many things. So while he is here, appreciate what he is doing on a night in and night out basis. And to be the 5th fastest player in Major League history to get to 300 home runs, the guy phenomenal, and just appreciate what you see every single night from him.
Phenomenal.
Gregory Arthur Bergman, I put him in the same, for me, like watching Magic Johnson in my youth, watching Kobe Bryant, being a part of that history. Ohtani is there for me. Like that's why I want to watch every single night. Like that guy steps up to the plate and you feel like something magical can happen.
And that home run last night, that thing was like a line drive, and it just flew out of there. Wound up going like 410 feet or something like that. But I was looking this up. So 300 career home runs. Do you know how many he's hit as a Dodger?
102? Somewhere around there?
I think it's 129.
29. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
but I know it was just over 100.
So and I thought about that because I was like, wow, he's got 300 career home runs. How many as a Dodger? Because you said he had the 50-50 season.
Right.
And I was trying to do the math, and then I just gave up on it, and I had to just ask Google.
The 50-50 season was wild, too.
Yeah.
Like, that was now a couple years ago, and you just moved on and trying to do something else, maybe a Cy Young.
Hey, that reminds me. I've got those Ohtani 50-50 bobbleheads, and I got to think that they're increasing in value. Do you know that on Friday night of last week, where they were giving away those anime cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can never let you have your 3 things without interruption, but go ahead.
Well, oh, wait, you don't think that this is a conversation?
It's called One. It was called One Piece. Yeah.
Okay, well, all I know is this. My friend's kid sold his card on the stadium grounds for $700.
Wow.
What?
$700. And his 2 friends sold earlier in the day, $400 each. People are paying that for these anime cards? I don't even know what anime is.
Yeah, dude, the anime's a big deal. I don't know if you realize.
No, I don't.
Ask Funchy. Funchy's a huge anime fan.
$700 for an anime card.
I mean, I'm an anime fan, but I went to the anime convention last
that's
year.
right. Oh, we made you into an anime.
Yeah, we made him go.
Yeah,
right.
But it was I heard a lot of people were selling for $1,000.
So either way, like
we continue with Bergey's 3 things already in progress.
Thank you, Shohei Ohtani. It's rare that you get a guy that comes in with a lot of hype and actually lives up to that hype and to a high level. LeBron's one of those guys the same way, comes in with a ton of hype and actually lives up to it. So really happy for Shohei Ohtani, and he's just amazing. Yesterday, Justin Robleski was amazing also. It's what he did. That's 3 games in a row where he goes at least 7 innings and gives up less than 3 runs, 3 runs or less. The guy has been phenomenal. He deserves an All-Star nod. Mm-hmm. I don't think he gets the All-Star nod because a guy like Zach Wheeler in Philadelphia, when the All-Star game is in Philadelphia, has not been named to the All-Star team yet, and so he probably will be. But if there are a bunch of guys that will pull out, then I think that, and leave that. If they do, then Justin Robleski does belong in there. I just don't think he's going to get it. Also, Evan Phillips came back. His first time pitching since May 5th, 2025, and he was great. It just makes this bullpen where that was already really good. It makes it even deeper. Brock Stewart and Evan Phillips coming back has absolutely changed this bullpen, so you don't have to hear guys like Wyatt Mills anymore.
But all these positives you're giving us.
Yeah, I have to give one. I have to give one negative.
There was a disaster last night that happened late in this game.
Yeah, the 5th inning was, not the 5th inning. The 8th inning was a disaster, but also the 5th inning was for one guy, Miguel Rojas, who has been nothing but great as a Dodger, where he gets big hits. He plays excellent defense. Yesterday, he did all of those things in the opposite. He was terrible at defense. He was terrible at the plate. He made a decision to bunt.
Everyone has a bad day.
Yeah, everyone has a bad day. Exactly. So what he did in the World Series last year, the home run, it's all given away. But yesterday was a completely off game for Miguel Rojas, and it was just odd to see because defensively he's always so good, and he was bad yesterday.
And all that being said, Berg, 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position, and that game could have been 5-6-0, and it wouldn't have even mattered.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I started off this way. It was a game in July right before the All-Star game against the Rockies.
Yeah,
60 wins.
And I don't even remember the last time they lost. I feel like they've won
they lost to the Padres on Sunday.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
No one even cared after we won 3 in a row and we're walking you off. It was weird.
Rojas, the first play where he's moving to his left and he can't quite make the play.
Yeah, that was a double play. That ended it.
Out of the inning.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. And then later, the throw to third where he's not covering third.
He was supposed to be at third.
Right, I know. Yeah. And so, it's like he was saying after the game, he's like,
cycle.
I can deal with physical mistakes. I can't deal with mental mistakes. And that we're not covering third base was a mental mistake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out Bergie tomorrow morning, the Blue Review at 6:30 a.m. on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Up next in about 3 minutes on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on this Windy Wednesday. Windy has this on the tees, but I think it's interesting. Will Luka be held to the same criticism about demanding certain moves as LeBron? And she puts in parentheses, Le GM.
Ooh.
Oh, Geeter's with a smile. We'll do that in 3 minutes. But first,
show prep.
Let me talk to you. Are you smiling because you gave her that?
No, we just
because that would be strike number 3 if you're taking credit for her tease.
Absolutely not. We just talked about it because we were here nice and early having.
Beautiful, man. 7:43 in the morning in the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Let me talk to you about my friends John Good, Bellflower's Party Pal at George Chevrolet. Go see George Chevrolet, 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit, GeorgeChevy.com. They got the 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500. 0% APR for 5 years on approved credit. No monthly payments for 90 days. That means you could drive around in that truck and be a miscreant for 90 days. Or how about you want the Chevy Equinox, like Cappy's daughter, or the Chevy Trax? They got 0% APR for well-qualified buyers when you finance with GM Financial. 2026, by the way. Chevy is the heartbeat of America. Just like this show is the heartbeat of Los Angeles. Go see George Chevrolet. 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit. Bellflower's Party Pal. Turn off your mic, Geeter, please. Amateur. 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit, the city of Bellflower. The 7-time Chevy Dealer of the Year. Bam! 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 And they're going to take care of you at George Chevrolet. We'll take care of you next with more Lead GM talk. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. 7:44 on a Wednesday. We'll talk to you in 3 minutes from right now. But first, time for Mario. I'm on the air, Geeter. Time for Mario Ruiz and the Summer of Soccer update right now.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The quarterfinals are officially set at the 2026 FIFA World Cup after another dramatic day of knockout action. Argentina rallied from behind to defeat Egypt 3-2, while Switzerland survived a tense penalty shootout against Colombia to keep its World Cup dream alive. Now the final 8 are locked in. Thursday, it's France taking on Morocco from Foxborough Stadium in Boston. Friday features a blockbuster showdown between Spain and Belgium at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Then on Saturday, Norway meets England before Argentina and Switzerland close out the quarterfinal round in what promises to be another thrilling day of World Cup football. The road to lifting the FIFA World Cup trophy is down to just 8 nations.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
ESPN LA fans, join us Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for the Kickin' It at the Park tailgate party as we broadcast live with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Come tailgate for the quarterfinal and unforgettable final World Cup game at SoFi. Cheer on your team and enjoy HBC's new outdoor bar. Hollywood Park Casino, the only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7 is LA's hottest card room, and it just got hotter during the epic Summer of Soccer. Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow us at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Hey, LA, it's Bethel Duran, and let me tell you about the summer deals that are sizzling right now at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. How about a brand new 2026 Tacoma for just $259 a month for 36 months plus tax? $259 for a brand new Toyota Tacoma? It's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Tacoma model 7146. Total SRP $39,199. Lease and purchase amount of $29,007. $49.99 due at signing, includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required. On approved credit, tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer dock fee of $80. Offer ends 7/31/2026.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I'm here with Angelica from Angelica's Insurance, and you can feel it already. The energy, the passion, the entire world coming together for soccer's biggest stage.
Yes, Cappy, we're big soccer fans at Angelica's, and just like your favorite team needs the right defense, you need the right protection too. At Angelica's Insurance, getting families and businesses the best coverage is always our goal. In English y en español.
And that's who Angelica's Insurance is. Call us or visit us, angelicas-ins.com. That's angelicas-ins.com.
Esquivoso. Exactly right. By the way, Pepe and Michael Thompson will be on Mason and Ireland today at noon. Get the band back together. Pepe hasn't been in studio in a while. ESPN LA Summer of Soccer is coming to Culver City this Saturday, July 11th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm going to be out there at Veterans Memorial Park for a free family field day, fun activities, and a watch party featuring the quarterfinal between Norway and England. That's Culver City this Saturday. Visit culvercity.org for details. We'll see you out there. We'll press the flesh. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show continues 90 seconds from right now.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Here in Los Angeles, our city water is loaded with chlorine and chemicals. That's why I got LifeSource Whole House Water System. It cleans and conditions water from every tap for healthier water with no salt and no regular maintenance. No more harsh, skin-irritating city water. Upgrade your water and your life with LifeSource. I did, and I'm never going back. LifeSource has been doing it for decades. Read the reviews. Call the LifeSource California factory today at 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource Water, it's not just better, it's essential. LifeSource, taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
7:50 in the morning. A windy Wednesday. That's right, windy Wednesday.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Windy will join us hopefully in the 8 o'clock hour, but he's a busy man. You know, Summer League's getting ready to break out. Hey, Geeter, keep shaking your head. On this day in 1992, the number one R&B hit, Arrested Development, Tennessee. Cappy, you remember this back in the day?
I do remember this. Take to the place. Yeah, right.
Today is also National
remember.
National Chocolate with Almonds Day, Geeter. You like chocolate
Big
with
fan.
almonds?
Dark
fan.
chocolate
Love
or
a
milk
little
chocolate?
almond in there. Yeah. Smooth chocolate.
But like dark chocolate, because as Sedano will tell you, milk chocolate is for children.
I just bought some 86%.
I'm okay going dark chocolate or the milk chocolate.
Nah, I stay away from the milk chocolate.
Sedano is 86% cacao. Okay.
Yeah, that's like good stuff. Yeah.
That's the real deal.
Yeah, no.
That's when you're getting the real benefits
Yes.
of the antioxidants. Anything 86 or above. I had 92 the other
That's
day.
harsh, though. 92?
That was good. It was actually, I thought, better than 86.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's good for the heart, Geeter.
Yeah.
That dark chocolate. Good for the soul, too.
I'm getting up there in age, too. I'm really starting to think about the heart.
You should.
Yeah.
You know, I almost died.
Heart failure.
Yeah, heart
But
failure.
he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
Not a heart attack, but heart failure.
No, heart failure.
Meanwhile,
Was that 18 months ago?
18 months. Yeah, good. You're on my story. I like that. That's a good job, Geeter. Now you got credit. I was mad at you last segment, but now we're good. All right.
Once you kiss up to him, it's fine. You're fine.
Well, it's worked out for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know so much. It didn't work out this time around.
Really? Really, it didn't.
Oh, really?
George, is this where I sit back?
Yeah.
All right, we teased it before we went to break. The question, will Luka be held to the same criticism about demanding certain moves as LeBron? Quote, Le GM. Shit on him.
Yeah, I think if this group that they have now, they're tied to it for a little bit at the very least. So if it doesn't work out, then yeah, I'm sure he'll get a level of criticism because this is the roster that he was a willing participant in, right? He was a partner in this offseason. So I would imagine he'll receive some. Look, Lindsay, if you want him to receive the level of criticism LeBron gets, it's not going to happen. LeBron has been the most criticized athlete of this particular generation. It's just the reality of it. He's polarizing for a million different reasons, most of which I think is stupid. But nonetheless, that's the case. So Luka is not that, and he's going to get a level of criticism if this thing goes sideways for some reason or another. Look, I don't think it's going to go sideways. I think they're going to be a playoff team in a tough Western Conference. So they'll be a top 6 team. And in the regular season, I think they can be really good. My questions is based on what the roster currently looks like is, I wonder, what it looks like in the postseason. But as I said yesterday, if this build resembles what the Dodgers build was under Andrew Friedman and when Mark Walter took over, it may take a minute. They'll be ultra competitive for a while, and then they'll make certain moves that will cement them in the championship category. And I don't necessarily believe they're there, but I don't think they're far away necessarily. I think they're about a player or so short. And I think you should trust in this ownership group that they will get the job done.
Yeah, I don't think, Lindsay, that Luka will receive anywhere near the criticism if this roster doesn't live up to the rebuild. And to George's point, I'll be curious to hear what Geeter thinks. The roster on paper isn't blowing anybody away. Nobody's like super impressed, like, wow, you know what? These guys now, I really think it's Oklahoma City, San Antonio, and the Lakers. I really think those 3 teams are the teams of the Western Conference. Luka will not receive the criticism that LeBron received for a variety of reasons. The first of which is LeBron showed up with a bunch of championships. And everybody said LeBron is here to deliver championships, plural, to the Lakers. He delivered 1. It was a very strange year. There was no celebration. Some people criticized the championship. Other people tell you it was the hardest one to win. But in the end, LeBron did not deliver what people expected him to deliver, fair or unfair. But he came here with all these championships, and he won in Miami, and then he went home to Cleveland, and he delivered. And people had an expectation that he would deliver multiple championships. The other part of it is LeBron, at this point of his career, when he got to the Lakers, it was not getting a free agent. It was not making a trade for a player. It was a business combination of 2 brands. And he was very much, I would call it, an equal partner. I don't know that Luka, I know that they're trying to accommodate Luka. I don't know that he has the personality to be as pushy. And I don't think people will criticize him, especially in the short term. 2 years from now, maybe people will be like, we gave up LeBron and we handed this whole team over to Luka, and these are the results. And if they're not good, then he will start to receive that criticism, but not not initially.
And fair or not fair to LeBron James, this kind of started way before he came to the Lakers, right? When he was with the Cavs originally, and then Miami, and then back to Cleveland, and then to L.A. Certain things happen while he's there. Yes, you win, but also change of coaches. He is involved in that, fair or unfair. Players coming in and going out, not really relying on younger talent, shipping them out to bring in more veteran presence so you can win. Fair or not, that has always been and followed LeBron. I mean, Kobe at the end of his career was very adamant about trying to get certain guys, and, you know, the whole story about him wanting Jason Kidd and Mitch Kupchak and them saying, no, we're going to stick with Andrew Bynum. Like, those are conversations we had. So Luka is a part of it, but so is this new ownership group, right? Like, a new era of Laker basketball, the Luka Doncic era, is now on the clock, and it has begun, right? Because it is apparent to me, George, when I see how this all went down, no Rui, no Marcus Smart, no Luke Kennard, DeAndre Ayton gone, LeBron James gone. That is 6 of the top 8 guys. That, to me, signals that the Lakers had this plan in 2026 to build around Luka, and it starts now. And you're right, George, it's not a finished product, and it doesn't happen overnight. But when you look at the style of player that they are bringing in, yes, these are the guys that can thrive with a Luka Doncic type player.
I just want to throw one thing at both of you guys. You know, we're calling this the Luka era.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the Luka era, or is it the Mark Walter era?
That's a good question.
Because
it's both.
Well,
yeah, I go with both also.
Because here's the thing. In the short term, it is the Luka era.
Mm-hmm.
But in the long term, it is the Mark Walter era. And clearly the Mark Walter era begun with, we don't really want LeBron back. And we'll talk to Wendy coming up in the next hour. But Wendy always says...
Well, I don't think it's that they wanted LeBron back at a certain price point.
Well, what was the number they offered LeBron?
Well, I don't think anyone knows that, but it seems based on the reporting they wanted him back at a certain price point, not a price point he was willing to come back at to the Lakers.
Right, but was there ever really an offer made? Because I thought the reporting has been that the Lakers and Rich Paul never really had that conversation.
I'm not reading every line of every story.
Well, I'm just going. Here's what I'm doing.
Oh my God, I don't know.
I'm going with the actions
There's
over the
nuance,
words.
Cap. There's nuance.
I guess there is. I'm going on the Wendy philosophy of follow the actions. The actions say to me that the Lakers did not even try to get LeBron back.
Well, Ramona had a story recently that said that they came to LeBron and said, you know, here's what we're thinking financially. And he said, okay, well, what are you doing with the rest of the money? And the way I interpreted it was they were like, yeah, we're not really interested in, you got to kind of trust us what we're going to do with the money. And he was like, not necessarily comfortable with that.
Well, I'll be curious to hear what Wendy has to say about all this coming up the next hour. I guess my point is only that Mark Walter is thinking long term. Yeah. He's not thinking about.
Sure, I don't disagree with that. What I'm just telling you is in the LeBron of it, that's the way it was.
And George, you hit it on the head too. You got to trust this group, this ownership group, because they've earned that with what they've done, especially with the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm. No question about it.
We approach 8 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Cappy, Sedano, let's talk about our friends. You see him to my left, the beautiful man. That is Jacob Emrani.
Yep, here's something people don't talk about enough, Cappy. A slip and fall can be serious this time of year. People are at pools, hotels, restaurants, stores, apartment complexes, concerts, stadiums, and summer events. Wet floors, slippery pool decks, broken stairs, poor lighting, and unsafe walkways can cause real injuries.
Yep, and if you hit your head, don't just brush it off. Headaches, dizziness, confusion, nausea, neck pain, back pain, they can show up after the fall.
I deal with that just doing the show with you.
Oh, believe me, I know you should be calling Jacob Emrani. A concussion can happen even if you're like, you know what, I think I'm okay. But you got to tell the doctor exactly what happened. That's the key.
Yeah, that's when you call Jacob at 800-345-6789. The law office of Jacob Emrani help injured people understand their rights and what to do next, Captain.
The goal is simple. Make the process easier, protect you, and help you feel like you made the right choice in calling Jacob Emrani. So if you are hurt in a slip and fall this summer, you know what to do.
Call Jacob at 800-345-6789.
Come on, Geeter, come on.
That's 800-345-6789. Or visit calljacob.com. And, Cappy, there's a message for Sparks fans as well, right?
Yeah, don't miss your chance to see the Sparks take on Indiana. I mean, that's the game everybody would want to see.
Yeah.
At Crypto.com Arena on Wednesday. And Call Jacob is sending you +1 to catch the game in the Call Jacob suite. I've been there. They got
Cappy
great
loves
sushi.
that suite. Yeah.
I'll share chopsticks with you guys up there. Go to Instagram and follow @call.jacob and find the Sweet Night post. Like it, share it, comment on it, repost it for your chance to win an unforgettable night, courtesy of the Call Jacob team.
Thank you, Cappy. Straight up 8 o'clock. On the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. It's a windy Wednesday. Windy will join us hopefully in the next hour. We'll keep talking Lakers free agency, all that. Mishigosh. And Summer League's here. We're back in 3.5 minutes with Geeter right here.
ESPN LA may sound one way on AM.
But you know where it sounds best?
You guessed it, crystal clear digital audio.
Crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA wherever you get your apps.
And you can always watch LA's mega sports station live or on demand on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Is there any better match than soccer and pizza? Our friends at Pizza Hut have 2 winning deals all summer long. Need a quick carry-out before kickoff? Grab a large, 1-topping pizza for just $9.99. Want more toppings or delivery? Get a large, 3-topping pizza for only $12.99, available for delivery or carry-out. So whether you're watching every minute or just tuning in for the big moments, Pizza Hut is the winning move this summer of soccer. Order today on the Pizza Hut app or go to pizzahut.com.
Mike, you've been around a lot of teams, and what you've built at Rotolo Chevrolet, it just feels different.
Travis, I appreciate that. It all starts with believing in our people. If you empower them, they'll do right by the customer.
And that's where the culture comes from.
Exactly. We don't just sell cars. We focus on giving customers what they want and making it a great experience.
That's why people like me keep coming back. I've been here 3 times.
That's the win for us. I get to keep seeing you. Long-term relationships, not just transactions.
Rotolo Chevrolet, #1 for a reason.
Eat, play, stay, and cheer this summer as the world's biggest football tournament comes to LA. Head over to LA Live to enjoy food and drink offerings from over 20 restaurants and watch every match. Catch every soccer moment this summer with your favorite crew. Big matches call for big flavors, so grab your table, order another round, and let's cheer on the world. The action begins July 11th through July 19th. See you at LA Live.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least 1 medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, this is Brian Windhurst from NBA on ESPN. Windy Wednesdays. And Sedano, I'd really rather be talking to Morales about Colombo.
This is the Angelica's Insurance 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
Good morning, guys. This is Angelica, and this is the 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA, presented by Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and we got you covered at Angelica's Insurance. From auto and home to business and life, we have a plan just for you, even DUI and SR22 coverage to get you back on the road fast. Visit us at angelicas-ins.com for a free quote today. And now, the 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, powered by Angelica's Insurance. And Sedano, please pump the brakes, sucker.
The Angelica's Insurance 8 a.m. hour.
This part of that is Cappy's laugh. No disrespect to Angelica. She's fantastic delivering the line. But Cappy's laugh gets me every time.
It is great.
Yeah, I was like, come on, Angelica, just give me a little message for Sedano. And she just told you, pump the brakes, sucker. That was a day you were all over us.
8:06 in the morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a windy Wednesday. Windy will be here at 8:30. He'll join us 8:30 to 9:15. So a little taste of him in the digital hour. On this day in 2006, the number one
Young
R&B
Jock,
song.
baby.
Young Jock. It's going down, Cappy.
It is going down. Young Jock, huh?
Oh, come on.
What you know
You've
about
heard
Young
this song
Jock,
before.
Geeter?
Please, tell me.
I mean, take a look at my boy Carlo in the back. Look at him right over Bergie's head. Come on, Carlo. Yeah, ride that thing.
No, Bergie, yeah, you stood up.
Yeah,
there
come
you go.
on, ride that thing, Carlo. Yeah.
Look at Funchy.
Yeah, come on. Come on, Funch. Yeah, lover.
This song is 20 years old, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
God, I'm old.
Yeah. Got to feel
Still
it.
a banger,
Peter.
though.
Still a banger, yeah. Today is also National Ice Cream Sunday Day.
He's not even Young Jock anymore at this point.
No, he's now he's middle-aged.
He's like old Jock.
Yeah, right.
Now, on an Ice Cream Sunday, by the way, 4th of July, the Stallion had some of the Italian Stallion, my uncle.
Right.
He had like 5 cartons ready for everybody to choose what kind of thrifty ice cream they wanted.
And?
I took vanilla. I like vanilla.
Chocolate,
You know what I
vanilla,
like?
strawberry, what
If
else?
you go to your grocery store, I've been very big. I told you the other day you can buy those potato chips, Jose Andres, at your local store because they've got just 3 ingredients: potatoes, salt, and olive oil, right? If you go, there's a bunch of these kinds of ice creams, but my favorite of the quote-unquote au natural ice creams, McConnell's.
Oh.
You
McConnell's
can buy
is
them
good.
in the pints. They are delicious. And they are real deal ice cream. None of the crap that they throw into the ice cream to preserve it. Real ice cream, McConnell's.
So, Kate, edit all of that out of the thrifty air check, please.
It is good ice cream, though. Have you ever had Van Leeuwen?
Yeah, Van Leeuwen is excellent, too.
They have
it's
some
really good.
weird flavors, but they're like surprisingly good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Just into that. What was the Italian version of ice cream? What's it called?
Gelato.
Italian ice?
Gelato.
Italian ice?
Gelato. And
gelato's excellent. Yeah, because gelato is made with, I believe it's made with more milk, I want to say.
I don't know, but it's damn good and
Well,
creamy.
I've never seen you eat gelato.
Yeah, well, I love
You're always
gelato.
talking about froyo.
Well, I like froyo, but there's no froyo places in
So
downtown
you know now
LA.
what we do for him?
Yeah.
I buy him vanilla Greek yogurt at Whole
Yeah,
Foods, and
right.
then he'll eat that.
Well, it's a lot of
Gelato,
protein.
I was right. Gelato uses more milk and less cream. It gives a lower fat content and much denser, silkier texture than ice cream.
Pistachio gelato. Unbelievable.
Oh, no, I had, what did I have the other day? A gelato place.
Stracciatella.
I had, stracciatella is very good. I had they had like a hazelnut one, so almost like
like
Nutella,
Nutella?
but not like the chocolate, like the actual hazelnut. And then like a salted caramel. Oh, so good.
Salted caramels. Blueberry cobbler at Handles, by the way. If you guys,
Oh,
it sounds
wow.
weird,
Yeah.
but think outside the box.
Yeah, I'm
Best
with you.
ice creams I've ever had.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
There's this brand I love in the store. It's called Talenti. Have you guys ever seen
Talenti's
it?
good.
Talenti. Really good.
Doesn't like a nice cobbler, Geeter.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, sometimes you
ahead.
got to be in the box, but other times you got to think outside the box.
And in this particular instance,
outside the box.
Geeter, are
outside.
you going to come say hi to us this Friday when we're broadcasting live at Hollywood Park Casino and the show? Although you're doing a show Friday, right?
I'm doing the show from 3 to 6, but you know me. If you want me there, I'm obviously going to be there. But there'll be an invoice.
That's the way it goes, Geeter. Great job.
How that feels,
That's what
George,
I'm
'cause
talking
I'm getting
about.
no smiles from the other room right
I
now.
remember
feels
when you
good.
used to show up without invoices.
No, but you know what? Now, Geet, now
just
you
kidding.
show up with an
Yeah,
invoice.
yeah.
Don't give us a couple of years. We'll get you back to the no invoice. Don't worry about that. This Friday, we're going to be at Hollywood
like
Park
that.
Casino for the ultimate pre-match tailgate party, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, live from 7 to 10 a.m. as we get ready for the quarterfinal at SoFi between Spain and Belgium. Follow at PlayHPC for more information, and we'll see you Friday, Jack.
Mm-hmm. I was asking somebody the other day, I was like, yeah, we're going to be on the air from 7 to 10 at Hollywood Park Casino. And I believe the match actually kicks off at noon. I'll check that just for everybody for accuracy's sake. But I was told, like, be prepared, bro, because you ain't getting out of there so quickly. And I'm like, all right, maybe I'll go over to the match.
Well, how did you do, Geeter? Because I know you went there on a packed day, too.
We went there on day one, and we all thought it was USA, actually. We all thought it was going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, and?
And I was there in 15 minutes from Hermosa Beach.
Oh, really?
With zero. And Travis and I were there 3 hours before the show.
What about getting out?
Just starting.
What about getting out?
Getting out was easier than it was wild.
Okay.
All right.
Because if I were to leave, and I want to get home to see Spain versus Belgium, I'm not going to the game. I want to get home for the game.
You're going to be okay.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Because I was told yesterday, but I don't remember who I was talking to. They're like, dude, forget it, man.
So game's at noon?
Yeah.
You're done at 10?
Yeah.
Could be in trouble. Sorry, I take that back.
I'll be watching while I'm driving at 80 miles an hour. Yeah. I'm thinking outside the box.
But by the way, HBC's got great food, so we can go in and have a little,
Right.
I was going to say mishigash, but that's the wrong word. What's the word I'm thinking of?
I don't know, but whatever word it is, it's good. Because they got good food at Hollywood Park Casino. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, you were going to be able to be there more during Ram season, but you chose not to this year.
What do you mean chose not to?
Yeah,
I wanted to be there.
Yeah, next time.
Bergie screwed me.
Maybe next time.
Oh, was that what we're going with? This is what we're going with? Okay. Yeah,
Crushed a huge burger there last time, too, by the way. Good burgers.
Told you the burger's good there, right?
You actually made that call.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Good burger.
Large and in charge.
Yes. Although, DeMarco, he goes with one of those, like, Beyond Meat burgers there.
Which has worse chemicals for you.
Because he doesn't eat any meat anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, that's done. He's eating meat again.
Oh,
yeah,
he
he's
is?
back to meat.
No way, he's back to eating
fully
meat?
eating meat. Yeah.
Oh, really?
fully.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Put it right in your mouth.
Yeah. I feel like I don't trust a big
Little
guy like him.
little teriyaki bowl, chopsticks with Berg.
Oh, yeah, share the
Not
chopsticks.
at HBC.
No?
I'm going to do something. If I'm going to eat at HBC, I'm not, especially after a remote, I'm not going like, oh, give me the teriyaki
You're
bowl.
not going poke bowl?
No. I'm not a big pokey guy.
Really?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
poke's great. Yeah.
Too bad.
You need to get good poke.
Yeah, shame. By the way,
Geeter, I'm not a big pokey guy.
yeah.
I'm just.
Come on, man.
Come on, Geet. Get to strike 3.
I feel good. I feel good. Just.
All right, Sedano, take us out of this.
Yeah,
and
where
get
were
us to
you,
something,
George?
yeah.
What were you talking about, George?
What was I talking about? I mean, okay. Listen, so here's the thing.
Okay, what's the thing?
The question I have here, and Lindsay has this in the rundown today, and I'll ask you, Cappy, and I'd love to get Geeter's response, obviously, as well. Did anyone in the West actually close the gap, in your opinion, to OKC and San Antonio, being 1 and 2, respectively, at the moment?
Not for me. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, going into next season, and I know we got a while to get there, and there's a lot of things that are going to happen between now and then. We're going to get to the All-Star break. We're going to get into, the NFL training camps. A lot's going to happen before the NBA season tips off. But because we just came out of the NBA season, went into the draft, and immediately blasted into free agency, it's still top of mind. And especially with the USA getting eliminated from the World Cup. So now it's top of mind. Somebody's going to have to sell me on what another team did. Like Minnesota made a lot of moves.
Yeah, I don't love the LaMelo thing.
The intrigue on Minnesota, though, for me, right there, with LaMelo is, man, did they pivot?
It's
and no more Nas Reed.
Not only is Minnesota the interesting part about it, but also Charlotte, because they actually had energy this year.
They were fun. They were a fun watch.
Right. I was like,
they
what
were
are they
league
doing?
Pass watch, George.
But-
Yes, agreed.
But in Charlotte's point, I heard somebody say this. I forget who it was. Somebody from ESPN say that they cleaned up LaMelo and got rid of him, and that's how they're looking at it.
Well,
Got
yeah,
some
they
value.
sold high on
Yeah.
LaMelo.
For sure.
Yeah.
Considering he had been very much of an issue with the injuries on the floor. Forget about the stuff off the floor with the car accident or whatever, Just on the floor at all, his availability. They cleaned that up. They got him healthy for a season, and they excelled. But they clearly said, we're not going anywhere with him as our best player. We need to let Brandon Miller and Con Knipple now take a step forward, even if that means taking a step back for a year.
George, what about, and I hate to give them any credit because I loved beating him this year in the first round of the playoffs, but a team like Houston, if you get Van Vliet back, Steven Adams, and then the addition of a guy like Marcus Smart, because they really lacked, in my opinion, that kind of toughness down the stretch that I thought Marcus gave the Lakers, that kind of veteran leadership that I don't think Kevin Durant really, to be honest with you, as great as KD is, I don't know how much he fills that role.
Yeah, I would say that I agree with you. I think they can be better. I still feel like I think with Van Vliet and Smart, the leadership void is now filled. I would agree with that. They are more dangerous than they were last year. And I also think Dorian Finney-Smith, who had a miserable year last year, will be back probably to being closer to what he's been. And I feel like he didn't really give them much. And he was hurt too. That didn't help.
Year.
Yeah. But I think they can be frisky for sure. I don't think that they are good enough to beat either of those two teams, but they certainly are more capable of making life tougher on you.
I'm also curious, does Denver look different when this is all said and done? I feel like they're going to match or sign Peyton Watson. If they don't, I think that changes things. But can they keep Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon? Do they have to move off one of them because the Jokic payday is coming and it's going to be monstrous next year?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I agree. I think that it'll be something to keep an eye on for sure. Look, you could sign those guys. You could sign Peyton Watson and then still eventually deal one of them. Like those guys are going to fetch you something in return. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So you could just do that for now, and then next offseason deal one of them.
You know, you mentioned the name Steven Adams as a guy who will return to play for Houston. You know, that's a guy that if you could have said to me, like, find a backup center for the Lakers. Like, of course, I would have wanted Isaiah Hartenstein.
Can't even call him a backup, though.
No,
for me. Like,
that's just it. Right. But a guy like Steven Adams, to me, if you could have a guy who's 6'11", 260, 270, who's like a big old wide body, a guy with experience. See, I would have loved for the Lakers to have had a guy like Steven Adams. So ultimately, George, for me, getting back to your original question, has anybody in the West closed the gap on Oklahoma City and San Antonio? I can't find a yes in there. The Lakers, I don't think so. Denver, I don't think they've done anything to drastically improve themselves to compete with these teams. Houston, you're bringing up some good points. Van Fleet coming back, Adams possibly coming back, the addition of Marcus Smart. Maybe Houston's better because they did have a leadership void. Minnesota's changing up things on their roster. But in the end, I don't think anybody did anything to get closer to those two teams.
I'll say this about Denver. They dealt with a lot of injuries last year. Okay. Aaron Gordon was not available a ton at times. I mean, Peyton Watson was not available a ton at times. And, you know, they brought in Cam Johnson. He was kind of in and out of the lineup at times early in the season, and then didn't have necessarily a great year. But I feel like Denver gets like an incomplete to me because of the injuries. And I think that even though they don't have a ton of depth, I think that if they're healthy, they are still a team I would reckon with in the Western Conference.
Yeah, I think that if they were healthy, we'd probably, all of us, you guys tell me, we'd probably look at them as the third best team in the West.
Correct.
So again, so now I'll reverse the whole thing. You tell us, anybody do anything to close the gap on those top two teams?
No, but if you tell me I've got a playoff series with Jokic versus any of those two teams, I think, and Denver's healthy, I think OKC and San Antonio, Denver has their attention. There's no question.
Got to wait till the Lakers roster set.
Yeah, but
before we can tell.
Yeah, but I mean, is the Lakers roster one piece away from being set? And could that one piece, that whatever might be available, a Kuminga as an example.
I need a wing, Cappy.
I understand.
Yeah, they definitely need a wing.
Give me a wing, Cappy.
But are they? but will that be enough to close the gap?
We could continue this. Let's continue this in 3 minutes because I want to clear some space for Wendy when he comes up at 8:30, so we don't have to interrupt the great Brian Windhorst in just a moment. But first, let's talk about Cadillac of Beverly Hills.
Oh, yeah, you know it, man. We've teamed up with one of the finest dealerships in America, Cadillac of Beverly Hills. We know Cadillac, but when was the last time you've driven one? Well, I've been fortunate to drive them all for nearly about a year now. So many of the different vehicles, so many SUVs, so many EVs. My favorite, the Lyriq, though, okay? Listen, this beautiful Cadillac SUV EV is one of the fastest EVs in the world, and the technology is second to none, and they start at around $400 a month if you want to lease one. All right, this new lineup of Cadillac EVs, sedans, SUVs, they define luxury at the top of its game, and you can find them all at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Why wouldn't you want to drive an American luxury vehicle like Cadillac? So go in to Cadillac of Beverly Hills and say hello to the incredible team, Dan and Grant and the crew at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out that beautiful showroom they've got there at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. Or you can check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Thank you, Sedano. 8:20 in the morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show will continue in 3 minutes. Windy on a windy Wednesday at 8:30 ahead.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey, it's Oral Hershiser. Can you believe I have my name on a building? I can't, but I'm grateful and I'm humbled. And here in Chino at Oral Hershiser Chevrolet, we love Chino. We love the people of this neighborhood, of this community, and the surrounding community, and we are here to serve. We're here to serve the same way I served you on the mound, the way I'm serving you on the microphone, and the way we follow and watch champions and championships.
Join ESPN LA this Friday at Hollywood Park Casino for a live broadcast tailgate party from 7 to 10 a.m. with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show as we get ready to cheer on the quarterfinal final World Cup game at SoFi. See you at Hollywood Park Casino this Friday. For more info, go to playhbc.com. Must be 21 plus to enter. Problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know, in sports, you got to have the right team in your corner. Same goes for after an accident. That's why when people ask me who to call, I say it's easy. I tell them to call my guy. I got a guy. Attorney Big Al. Big Al's been helping accident victims across California for more than 15 years. He's an LA native, a huge sports fan. Wait till you hear him go. And he knows that after a crash, things get overwhelming fast. Between dealing with insurance companies trying to rip you off, trying to get your car fixed, trying to find the right doctors if you're hurt, it can be a lot. It can turn your whole world upside down. That's where Big Al and his team will step in for you. So lock this number in your phone. 1-800-HURT-123. 1-800-HURT-123. They'll help guide you through the process, protect your rights, and help you understand what you may be entitled to. And here's the biggest thing. Don't let the insurance company call the plays. Call 1-800-HURT-123 or visit attorneybigalca.com.
Attorney Big Al's attorney Ken Klein, based in Los Angeles.
When we started Oakland Roots Sports Club, we needed a strong foundation. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. They're the team behind our team. With Gusto, we stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves. I'm Idris Argandawal, co-founder of Oakland Roots and Gusto customer since 2018.
See why 500,000 businesses trust Gusto for payroll, HR, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com/roots.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
Thanks again for taking me to the game, man. I can't wait to get in there. By the way, what's in the bag?
Oh, I bring my own hot dog and peanuts. Saves a ton.
Savvy. And what about the beach chairs?
Why buy seats when you can save big and bring your own?
We can't get in without tickets.
Tickets? What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
It's Windy Wednesdays.
Hey, this is Brian Windhurst from NBA on ESPN. Windy Wednesdays. And Sedano, I'd really rather be talking to Morales about Colombo.
Yeah, Sedano, take that. 8:23 in the morning.
Talk about Colombo in the summer of Schwantz. You got a whole episode of Windy without me next week.
Well, no, because Windy's going to be, we do have Windy next week. Then he's going to be golfing for a month.
Right.
And when he's back, then we'll be in serious mode. So, but that's okay. Listen, here's the thing. If we have Windy for an hour, all I need is 2 minutes at Colombo, and the 58 minutes could be hoop.
Mm-hmm. Well, but with Sedano and the Summer of Schwantz on the way, and Windy, I believe, is here in L.A. in studio next week. Do I have that right? So I don't see an hour of basketball talk. I see Windy talking NFL football. I see him talking travel plans.
We've also back in 2024. You're hearing the sound of Toby Keith. Happy birthday, Toby Keith.
Yeah. R.I.P.
It's funny. I come in there and I prep you guys. I go, we got to keep tight.
Yeah.
Because we got to get, and then you just go, it's like you completely forgot what I said.
I didn't hear a word you said.
I literally looked at you both. I said, you got me?
No, I didn't hear you. I was focused.
You know, DeMarco's easier to prep in segment than you.
Fuck yourself.
Oh, Pepe will be on with Mason and Ireland today at noon. Michael and Pepe all 3 hours today at noon with Mason and Ireland.
Oh, my God.
Did Johnny I come back yesterday with fire?
Yeah, he had great fire.
Yeah.
Although it was more about, like, just tearing us all down. Like, I set it up like Johnny I, we've all waited for you and what your response is. And smartly, because he can't say a lot, you know, because he works for the Lakers, he then decided to talk about, he said, I listened while I was in Italy to like 3 hours of the station that day as it broke, an hour of each show, and then came out like, Cappy said this, Morales, you said this, Mace, you said this, Travis said this. So it was more about recapping what we said, and that he disagreed with a lot of it, but he agreed with some of it.
Yeah.
But it was a great show yesterday.
Was he watching us on YouTube while he was in Italy?
No, he was listening on the app.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know if the app was like
He said it would come on around
deal.
11 p.m., and he would listen while everyone went to bed for just a little bit.
Okay.
Get a little piece of it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's all John needs, a little piece sometimes.
I think Johnny I would let me use his house in Coeur d'Alene this summer.
So he brought that up.
Yeah.
He brought it up that Cappy got his new deal done. I go, yeah. I said he did. He goes, he's got some extra bread. I go, yeah. He goes, because he's already hit me up about Idaho.
Well, the thing
is,
I
said, don't let him stay at your house.
Yeah, well,
You actually hit him up about
Do you still have a daughter who lives in Boise?
Yeah, I do. But it's not near Coeur d'Alene. I
know. That's what I'm saying.
But I wanted to talk to him about, I've been thinking about, I can't find a place to go on a summer vacay. And Coeur d'Alene is on my list of places I'd always like to go to.
And I'm sure there's nowhere you could Airbnb or rent.
No, I could, but I wanted to talk to Johnny I because, you see, I have
This isn't like an Airbnb he's doing. This is his home.
Right, no, but I have a trade option.
They also don't really like us very much.
Yeah, they don't like us.
Me and you, no.
Oh, me and you?
No,
me and
Coeur
you.
d'Alene isn't a huge fan
I thought Johnny I didn't like us.
No.
Have you ever watched, what's the
maybe
movie?
on that.
Oh, I forgot what the movie was called.
The Order.
I watched that.
Why don't you watch The Order and
The
tell me if
Order?
you want to go visit there?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Based
go
on
ahead.
a true story.
A very true story. And
All
it
right.
wasn't that long ago.
Okay. Well, maybe I should be more careful. Maybe
But I
should-
love Johnny I. You know why I love Johnny I? Because he's like me. He's a suck-on-tap brother. You know what I mean?
I get out of the shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap.
And yesterday we talked about getting Mace a Life Source water system. Then Mace can suck on the tap. Then Johnny I and I will go over to his house and watch Juan and Mace suck on the tap.
Wait, what?
With our friends from Life Source Water System.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Here in Los Angeles, we all deal with city water. We don't want you to be a schivoso no more.
Esquivoso.
That water's loaded with chlorine and other chemicals. That's exactly why I made the switch to a Life Source whole house water system. Life Source cleans and conditions the water from every tap in your home, so you're drinking, cooking, showering, and washing with healthier water. You can be free of that city water sleazeball. I almost said something else. Every single day. Best of all, there's no salt, no regular maintenance. Life Source Water System isn't just another appliance. It's an essential part of your home. Once I made the switch, I knew I'd never go back. Life Source has been improving water for California families for decades, and they've built an incredible reputation doing it. Don't just take my word for it. How about Johnny I? Check out the reviews and see what other homeowners are saying. Upgrade your water and your life. Call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99. 800-WATER-99. What's that number? Write it down, sucker. 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. Windy is next, Jack.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, LA, it's Bethel Duran, and let me tell you about the summer deals that are sizzling right now at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. How about a brand new 2026 Tacoma for just $259 a month for 36 months plus tax? $259 for a brand new Toyota Tacoma? It's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Tacoma model 7146. Total SRP $39,199. Lease and purchase amount of $29,007. $49.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer doc fee of $80. Offer ends 7/31/2026.
Red card penalty. Score big with Waba Grill's new Red Card Combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, 3-piece chili crisp dumplings, and a side of Wablaze sauce for that extra heat. Then kick it up a notch with our new Penalty Punch, a premium beverage loaded with sweet mango popping boba. It's a flavor finish that hits the back of the neck. Get the Red Card Combo for $9.99. Only at Waba Grill.
Kick off your Friday with ESPN LA. Join the Sedano and Kap Morning Show live from Hollywood Park Casino on Friday, July 10th from 7 to 10 a.m. Be part of the pre-match celebration before one of the summer's biggest international soccer matches. Enjoy the energy, connect with fellow fans, and get ready for an unforgettable afternoon of soccer. Start your match day with ESPN LA at Hollywood Park Casino. Powered by Milagro Tequila. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Men, your health is the real MVP. Providence reminds you that many of the top health risks men face can go unnoticed. But annual checkups, screenings, and knowing your numbers can make all the difference. From staying active and eating well to prioritizing sleep and mental wellness, small steps can have a big impact. Providence brings together the best minds in men's health, keeping you in the game with trusted, compassionate care. Take control of your health like I did. Learn more at providence.org. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Tired of watching life from the bench? It's time to get in the game. Globe Life is looking for people who want more than just a job. Set your own schedule and help families protect what matters most. No experience? No problem. Training is provided, and you don't need anything to get started. It's not a desk job, it's a shot at building your legacy on your own terms. Your road to the championship starts at GlobeLifeCareers.com. Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
8:31 in the morning. Windy up in just a few moments here on the Sedano Kap Morning Show. Help people affected by the Venezuela earthquakes. Your donation through redcross.org/ESPN. Let me repeat that. redcross.org/ESPN enables the Red Cross to prepare for, respond to, and help people recover from this disaster. The Venezuela earthquakes, redcross.org/ESPN. That's redcross.org/ESPN.
Think premium meat has to come with a premium price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. Get Brazilian beef tenderloin for only $10 a pound. Yes, $10 a pound. And Atlantic salmon portions for just $9.98 a pound. That's steakhouse and seafood house quality at home. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. Shop one of their 11 locations or order online for same-day delivery. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods. Quality meat, wild prices.
ESPN LA fans, join us Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for the Kickin' It at the Park tailgate party as we broadcast live with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Come tailgate for the quarterfinal and unforgettable final World Cup game at SoFi. Cheer on your team and enjoy HBC's new outdoor bar. Hollywood Park Casino, the only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7 is LA's hottest card room, and it just got hotter during the epic Summer of Soccer. Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow us at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Wild Fork, your neighborhood meat and seafood market.
Now, he's put on his captain's hat.
I am the captain. This is the captain's table. The captain sits at the captain's table.
Captain Condiment has the Yacht Rock all queued up.
song?
Egyptian Lover.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, wait,
See,
you do?
see,
You
Geeter
do?
knows.
See, all the old guys, we all know Egyptian Lover. Hey, yesterday I broke this out because about, Egypt had taken a lead over Argentina. So I was like, Egypt is the place to be. Egypt. And everybody else looked at me like, what are you doing? Never heard of it. And then you know what Morales did? You talk about hurting somebody's feelings. The entire country of Egypt is now mad at Morales because he thought this song sucks. Egypt.
Well,
Egypt.
it's time to find out the opinion on this, Sam. Let's pot it up for one moment. I want to know what Wendy thinks. The great Brian Windhorst.
Yeah.
Joins us now. Wendy, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Do you know Egypt by the Egyptian Lover, this song?
I know Walk Like an Egyptian.
There you go.
Okay.
There
Also
you
a
go.
good
Very
song.
nice, very nice.
Also a good song.
Also an excellent song.
Yeah, the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this became a bit yesterday because of Egypt in the World Cup, and now we don't have to worry about that anymore. So.
It is true. How we doing, Wind? How we doing now that we're well into the off season? I guess. I mean, summer league is happening, but how we living today, Wendy?
Yeah, I mean, it's not my off season at all. I've still got an absolutely full schedule. People are like, you can get a break now. I'm like,
Nope.
you crazy? When the footballs get kicked and training camp starts, that's when we get a break, and everyone at ESPN forgets my name. Cappy, you'll be like, what was the name of that guy?
Yeah.
You'll be like in week 4 of the NFL season. What was the name of that guy that we used to have in here?
Mm-hmm.
You won't remember my name, and I'll be so happy.
I'll be like this, Wendy. I'll be like this. I'm like, what was the guy's name that had all those smart travel tips that I really need to connect with?
Great with
in,
hotels
in
and
real
flights.
life. Yeah. I know. Oh, that guy.
Points.
Right.
Points.
Wendy.
I'll be calling you to schedule that club fitting, and you'll be like, I'm sorry.
Who is this? Yeah. Get
New
to me
phone,
when
do
training.
this.
Yeah, get to me when the NBA training camp's
Wait a
open.
minute,
I'll
you
remember
owe
you.
Wendy a club fitting too?
He doesn't
offer.
owe me anything. He just offered to help me set up.
Yeah.
So you offer and owe him one.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy
doesn't
still,
owe me.
Yep.
Deshae and me.
No,
That's
Deshae
4
and
club
Tommy.
fittings.
Not you.
4 club
You're out.
fittings, Jack.
You're a bad guy. You're out. No, Wendy wants to come down. He wants to come down to the Callaway Test Center, and he wants to get the Xander Schauffele treatment.
He deserves it.
He does deserve it. That's exactly right.
I like to say hi to Wendy, Cappy. I was telling you this before the show.
Wendy,
right?
Chris Geeter McGee.
He doesn't know me?
No, he does know you. He knows you.
He's
on
a
the
league. He's in the league. He knows who Geeter is. I mean,
Right.
you're the host of the Lakers pre and post
I get
game.
excited, George, when I see him at the arena, and I don't want him to think it's weird. I mean, but I'd like to say hi to Wendy because I'm a fan.
Of course we've met.
I know.
How many years have you been in the league? 20?
Thank you for saying that. You're the only guy that realizes.
What a
that.
nice
Thank you.
guy.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, and he knows Spectrum. He watches it too, man. He knows it. So he's.
Do you know that I have Dave McMenamin's Spectrum login? Because I want to watch the behind the what do they call the behind the Lakers show?
Yeah,
It's one of the best
backstage.
shows on TV.
Backstage.
I love that.
Oh, when
It's
you ever
so
need
great.
that pass, you let me know. Can I get fired? For that? No.
I've used McMenamin's for years. That's
beautiful.
For years. That's great. I love it. I'm having actually a little bit of a problem because I use.
Oh, here we go.
girlfriend's-
Cappy's about to get Geeter's login.
Yeah,
Here's how it goes. Go ahead. I knew that was coming.
I think my girlfriend got mad at me,
Oh.
and she changed her login to the Spectrum app, which is what I use to watch like Lakers stuff and Dodger stuff. And I'm like too afraid of her to say, "Hey, did you change the login to punish me for something that I did, or were you mad at me about something?" And she knows that the way to hurt my feelings, the way to really punish me, is to take my Spectrum login.
She knows.
So I may need McMenamin's.
We'll negotiate.
Okay. I bet his password is LeBron.
Wow.
That's funny.
That was good.
Come on.
That was good.
Wendy, by the way, what do you think of the 16-year anniversary of the decision?
Oh, wait, Brian.
Okay.
If Geeter's definitely not. I don't think he's heard this story, but I tell everyone because there's always someone listening for the first time. You've told this story before about that day and what your life was like during those days and where you were stationed, basically.
Right. Well, think about July 8th and thinking about so for the first 4 days, I went down to the office building where, this was a different time. The teams all came to the office building to meet with LeBron. I sat in the lobby of the office building and watched Mikhail Prokhorov and Jay-Z and Jim Dolan and the Clippers, Andy Roser, and Neil O'Shea. That was the Clippers representation. the Knicks came in with Mike D'Antoni, Donnie Walsh, Allen Houston. The Nets brought in Jay-Z and Avery Johnson. The Heat come in with Riley's bag full of rings and Alonzo Mourning and Mickey Arison and Andy Ellisberg, and they had a cart behind them with the whole AV set up where they set everything up. And the Clippers literally walked in, Andy Roser and Neil O'Shea, and they had a binder. That's what they had. And the Heat made them wait for like a good 20 or 30 minutes, and there was no place to wait. The Heat's, we should have known, George. the Heat's allotted time went over by like 20 minutes. LeBron had a lot of follow-up questions, and the Clippers just waited around in the lobby, no place to sit, just stood around.
Shocker.
And then when they came out, Riley apologized for going late, and and they just took it. What else were they going to do? But so that was for a few days, and then after that, I went to his camp every day. He was running this camp, this Nike camp, and Chris Paul was there, and these guys were working out, and nobody was saying anything. And the only thing that they told me basically was, hey, just because he's doing it in Greenwich does not mean he's going to the Knicks, which was code for me to be he wasn't going to the Knicks. And I made the decision not to go to Greenwich because I wasn't going to be let in. And that was not a good sign. The Cleveland beat writer was not going to be let in. Not even forget about interview. Like they were going to let me in the room. But the night of the actual decision, I was just home in Cleveland, and what I remember, I had heard earlier in the day it was probably Miami. I reported it as much, but we didn't have social media and online news wasn't as much of a thing. So even though it had been somewhat reported that it was going to be in Miami, the overwhelming majority of the fans did not know that, and it found out in real time there. And so it wasn't that nobody knew, but the mass audience didn't know. But my memory is when Dan Gilbert released the letter. Mm-hmm. The letter came out about 45 minutes after.
In Comic Sans.
And I thought, for no good reason, to be clear, I couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was hysterical. I think just the absurdity of the situation. I was laughing so hard that I was unable to work for like 2 minutes. I couldn't. It was I can't explain why, because there's nothing funny about it. But I was just laughing at the absurdity of the entire situation. So years later, folks in the LeBron camp told me, that when they were on the plane, they actually had 2 different planes that they flew from Connecticut down to Miami. They had already they thought it was a great thing, the decision. They raised a bunch of money. They liked it, but they had already kind of got the vibe that this was being received very, very poorly. Oof. And they kind of like someone who was on the plane told me that the flight was completely silent. You thought it would be a sort of a celebratory thing. It was completely silent. And people were like, wow, I don't know. Is this a mistake? Whatever. And then they got to Florida and they saw the letter and they were like, bleep this guy and let's go get this contract signed. So that letter played a key role, and it was I'm not saying he was going to reverse himself, but I'm just saying that letter was a fact, was a certain thing that happened that night that was significant that I remember.
So today's 16 years after the fact. Wendy, LeBron's been out here in LA for 8 seasons. I'm sure he's got a great sense of showmanship and show business. Might he, on the anniversary, 16 years later, make a new decision?
Maybe. He's doing it on his time. I mean, the thing about it is the situation has really been the week. There's been no change to the NBA. The last sort of big domino that's fallen has been, the Jaylen Brown trade. And, the thing that's different about this free agency than the previous ones is that there's no monetary factor involved. Like in 2010, we could all plainly see the 5 teams that had opened the cap space. There was not a mystery there. In 2014, we could see when the Cavs started making moves to open up the cap space, we could, you could get a telegraph because the teams had to have the money available. Because he has expressed that money is not a driving factor here, and because he has said that happiness is, happiness is in the eye of the beholder. How can I say what another man's happiness is? He can pick any team and give an explanation that it's for happiness. and who are any of us. So what I'm saying is it's very hard to project. And also the league doesn't, there's some going to be like I think DeMar DeRozan, for example, and like Jonathan Kuminga, like these could be free agents that may have to see what LeBron does to see where they might end up. But it's not like it was in 2010 and 2014 where like the entire market was frozen for days on end waiting. So he has all the time in the world. Like, I hope this isn't the case, but he could wait until August if he wanted to, because these teams are going to add him at a value. And, he's going to be, they're not going to have to, tear their teams apart. Now, if he decides that, taking less money means taking the mid-level $15 million, which he could, he hasn't defined what taking less is. At $15 million, he's still a preposterous bargain. And you start seeing teams like trade pieces off, like if the Cavs were to trade Max Strus to the Brooklyn Nets today just to get salary cap space, that would be a flag that something was about to happen. But as long as he's willing to take, whatever teams have to offer, there's no reason that he has to make his mind up anytime soon, and he can sit back and wait and watch. And if he wants to help Anthony Davis out by applying some leverage, why not? There's no penalty in doing that either.
Brian, what do you make of Bob Myers going on Rich Paul's podcast?
I know both men, and I've known them for many years, and I think they're both savvy and smart, and they both have their own motivations.
George, you like that answer, George?
I do. It's cautious, but what I would also say is, I said this earlier. The whiteboard thing was already enthralling to me. Mm-hmm. And then, but I didn't realize Bob was going to join them on the podcast. And I love Bob, and I was surprised, but also I was like, oh, that's really smart. And I'm like, what world are we living in that Bob Myers is joining a Rich Paul podcast? And how much longer can I continue to live in it was what I said earlier.
Well, I'll just say this, Bob was my teammate at ESPN. I spent hours with him, learning from him and talking basketball, and he's such an impressive guy. What was Bob going to say on the podcast that was going to influence LeBron? You know what I'm saying? It's great content. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Teams are not, LeBron, come look at our practice facility. Right. We have an underwater treadmill. Yeah. LeBron, look at our meal facility. We can cook. He doesn't. He's aware of who's on the Sixers. He's aware of what their facilities are. This is not like any free agency that has ever happened. And I see people saying, oh well, LeBron fits in better with this team versus this team because here he can play his natural position. Guys, he played center and point guard for the Lakers in the same games at time 2 months ago. I'm not worried about him fitting somewhere. Everywhere he goes, there will be a transition period. No matter which team he goes to, it will take some time to figure out whether it's going to work. He's going to fit anywhere. So I think it's great content and it's awesome in this time where we're trying to, obviously fill time, but I don't think it's relevant. LeBron is not going to pick the 76ers because Bob went on the podcast.
No, of course not. No, but I just found it fascinating in an era where content continues to be different, and I enjoyed it. Is what I'm saying. That was more kind of the approach I was taking.
The Atlanta Hawks just hired my podcast co-host.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
you want to do that, Wendy? No,
not at all. But I'm just saying, JJ Redick was on ESPN and had a podcast and it ended up as the head coach of the Lakers.
Well, let's think about it this way. How many of our colleagues, just in the last 5 years, are now working for teams in some capacity?
Well, are you including?
You mentioned 3, right?
Yeah, a lot. Kevin Pelton, who's another one of my colleagues who now he works for the Connecticut Sun, will be the Houston Comets in their front office. Bobby Marks, if he wanted to. Oh, for sure. My colleague Bobby Marks, he could be at a team in the next 10 minutes. Yeah. If he wanted to. So, yeah, it is routine. I spent 6 months working every week with the current head coach of the University of North Carolina.
Bill Belichick?
Michael Malone. I did 4 games with the guy.
I'm
All
joking.
4 of his games, I did them.
I'm joking.
And I in no way in my wildest dreams did I think he wanted to coach, but I didn't think he'd coach North Carolina or a college
You know what's
team.
funny about that, George? We were sitting there, and there was all these rumors about Billy Donovan going to North Carolina.
Yeah.
The only thing Malone ever said was we were sitting there, on doing a countdown, and we were in the green room watching a game, and something came up about Donovan, North Carolina, and Malone goes, "He's not getting North Carolina." That's all I said.
He knew. He knew.
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy, have you ever been recruited by a team?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
More than a decade ago. I don't want to talk about it. But I was never offered the job. So I had several conversations about it and how it might work. I do not have any interest in working for it. No, by the way, I don't have the skill set. It's not my end of the business. I do not pretend to have evaluation of players. I get information because I don't wear team gear. I operate in a neutral setting. I share information as much as I get information and I give information. I don't think I could do that if I worked for a team. So I have no interest in doing it. But Bontemps is very, very savvy and way savvier behind the scenes than you may see, in front of the scenes. And the people in the league, knew that.
I have always believed that people in media, and I'm not talking about a Bobby Marks or a Louis Riddick who went from a front office job and then got into media and then got back into it. I've just always believed that a lot of people in media are fully capable. I mean, listen, I'll give you guys examples. There was a guy who was the general manager of the Carolina Panthers. His name was Marty Herney, and you'll have to fact check me exactly on this. But this guy was in media. He was like a newspaper reporter.
And he did radio. He did sports radio.
Yeah?
I think he still does, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then, I look at a guy like, what was the guy's name who was the coach of the Ravens, won a Super Bowl? Bill, oh gosh, I can't come up with his last name. Tall, skinny guy. He was a PR guy. And he became a head coach of an NFL team and won a Super Bowl. I can't come up with his last name. Billick.
Well, listen, Steve Kerr, now obviously Steve Kerr had been a general manager, but Steve Kerr had never coached on any level in his life, and he went from the TNT booth to winning a championship.
Mm-hmm.
J.J. Redick, had never coached anything above his
9-year-old.
9-year-old.
Yeah.
And J.J. looks like he is going to have a very long, successful career as a coach. I mean, I do think experience matters, but you either know the game or you don't.
Yeah.
And, JJ knows the game. Bontemps knows the game. He knows strategy moves. So, anything could happen. But I would say that when it comes to, Bob, I think only enhanced. Basically, Bob was turning down so many jobs,
oh my God,
guys.
Yeah.
Like, he was joking with me. He was like, people are coming to me and I'm telling them, like, listen, I'll do the job, but I'm not leaving my house. I remember him
think
saying
about
to
the
me,
Washington job he got, the Commander's job. Like, it was like consultant at first. Like, he'd fly out there occasionally, like whatever, but yeah.
Right. And he was just like, he's like, what's crazy to me is I tell these teams that I have like 10 conditions and all of them are deal breakers. And they don't say no. They keep coming. So Bob was such in demand.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons in demand is because he's so good at handling a complex situation and talking through a complex situation. So Bob's his job and what he can do is only enhanced by hearing him explain it, his viewpoints and things. And so I would say he should do a podcast weekly anyway, because when he was a 4-time champion executive. He came to ESPN and doing the podcast that he did and doing TV talking about the game had people literally banging on his door. So what if he wants a player like LeBron, why wouldn't he do it? Like, I think it absolutely makes sense.
What do you guys think was the more uncomfortable conversation to be had here in the last, call it 2 weeks? Do you think it was LeBron and JJ chatting, where LeBron's like, man, I put you in this job and now I'm out? Or do you think it was Luka and Jackson Hayes, where Jackson Hayes says, hey, man, I became a Slovenian citizen for you and now I play for the Jazz? Which of those two conversations do you suppose was more uncomfortable?
Real talk, I think the Lakers are going to miss Jackson Hayes. Like,
that's what I've been saying.
I don't think that was Luka being like, yeah, we're moving on, buddy. Like, that was in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to be the difference between them winning the championship or not. But I think they'd like to have Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, he got more money, right, Wendy?
Yeah,
I mean, that was it.
Yeah, they couldn't afford him. And by the way, I think, I don't know how the relationship is at this exact second, but I would think that JJ and LeBron are great. I mean, like, I think that they accomplished a lot together. And I think, that podcast that LeBron and JJ unlocked, which helped him get the opportunity, like, I don't know if he would have gotten a head coaching job like that. And he very clearly, I think, has a chance to really excel in it. So, like, I think every coach, maybe not David Blatt. David Blatt's sort of a special case, but just about every coach LeBron has ever had has only benefited from LeBron. Well, Luke Walton may not think so, but most of the coaches they've had, LeBron has only benefited them. Do you know how many coaches LeBron's gotten paid? Not only coaches who had success when he was with him, being their player, but also coaches who were assistant coaches who got jobs after LeBron's teams had success. I mean, in LeBron's path, in LeBron's wake, I should say, is a whole bunch of coaches who have been, they're having their lives and their careers spectacularly enhanced. And JJ is absolutely on that list.
Say Tyronn Lue's probably on that list. Darvin
Ty Lue and LeBron, when they see each other, are hugging.
Mike Brown.
Same. I mean, maybe not actually hugging, but like, you will not hear Ty Lue. You may hear Ty Lue say that there were times where coaching LeBron was hard, and you may, because it's Ty Lue's nature to, like, not be afraid to have a harsh word for somebody. But trust me, Ty Lue's experience with LeBron James, like, why do you think all those guys were with him in France a couple of weeks ago? I mean, all of their lives were enhanced by having LeBron in it, regardless of how their situations with those teams might have ended.
And by the way, I
think
got
most of the Lakers would say the same thing.
I ran into Richard Jefferson yesterday, and I got some fun stories. Not for the air, though.
Come on, man.
Just for you and me, Wendy, in the conference room.
Come on. Come on, man.
My favorite thing about Richard was, like, Richard didn't know where they were.
Yeah, no, he didn't. And he was just shirtless the whole time.
And the game, and he doesn't know when the finals are going to end. And so the finals end, and he knew that they were eventually going to be in Saint-Tropez. That was known. But he's like, so the finals end in San Antonio. And Richard's like, where are you guys? And they're like, we're in Inverness. And Richard's like, cool. Where's that?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I don't know where Inverness is.
I actually have a hilarious Richard Jefferson story to tell you off the air, Brian, about that last day of the finals and the next morning.
Yes. But he got himself to Inverness, which, by the way, Cappy, is in northern Scotland.
Okay. I'm glad you told me, because I would not have known. I've been Googling it here in the next couple of seconds.
Yeah. He made it.
All right.
It is a windy Wednesday. Coming up, we're taking this all the way to the top. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. And I don't usually do this, not play the Open in the 9 o'clock hour. But I'm going to bag the Open because we only have Windy till 9:15.
All right.
We'll come back. You'll be able to do Love Boat for him. And then we'll get right back into it in about 90 seconds from right now. The digital hour begins. Eyes and terrestrially on 7:10 a.m. And we continue with Windy on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles and on the ESPN LA app, Jack.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087 or simply visit TRA.com.
The
home of Rams football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Look at that. We've never done that before. 9 o'clock straight up. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Welcome into the digital hour on a windy Wednesday. We got Geeter here in for Sedano, but Sedano's here too. And Windy's favorite part of the week, do it, Cappy.
During football season, I'm just going to come in for this, and then you can kick me off and talk Rams.
No
way, man.
You talk Rams with us.
Yeah, we want you to talk football. Football.
It's going to be a rough one.
Oh, stop it. You're a football expert, too.
He's a Browns fan, so you don't want to hear from him. Trust me.
Whoa, wow.
You know, I heard something that impressed me yesterday. Have you guys seen Darren Peterson play at all for the Jazz?
Oh, my God. I watched a little bit of that the other night. Holy moly.
Extraordinarily impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's from Northeast Ohio, where I'm from, and I found out that his dad's from Cincinnati. That his dad raised... By the way, did you know his brother is a Ram?
Yes.
Yeah. His dad raised him a Bengals fan. Oof. And I respect it, Lindsay. I respect it.
I don't.
I think, honestly, if I was in Akron, I would try to raise my son as a Steeler fan.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
what? Lindsay was so mad.
Just be honest.
Here we go.
Steelers. If I wasn't born into it, I don't know.
Exactly. Wouldn't your life have been better if you were raised a Steelers fan?
Yeah, it definitely would. It's like a trap.
That's what I'm saying.
And we're just stuck in hell forever.
That's what I'm saying. I respect it.
Life would be better as a Steelers fan than a lifelong Browns fan.
I don't think it's debatable.
No, I think you're
Not
right.
even close.
No. I know I saw somebody the other day say, I think the USA soccer team was like watching the Browns play football or something like that. I mean, that's how bad things were.
Oof.
Just in that 4-1 loss to Belgium.
Where they're out of it within the first 2 minutes? Yeah. Yes, that's very – I know that feeling.
I'll tell you this. I will just say I'm starting to put together my NFL storylines, things that I'm like looking at in the preseason and things that I'm thinking about during the regular season. And I will tell you guys, one of my storylines is the quarterback situation with the Browns, because is Shador the starter, which doesn't seem like he's being given that job, or could Deshaun Watson actually have one season where he earns his money? And I don't know what's going to happen there.
Not happening.
But to me, see, I find that kind of stuff juicy and interesting. You don't think there's any?
Deshaun Watson is just, it's over.
Well, I think Deshaun Watson will be their opening day starter.
I know, but I thought Cappy was saying he's going to have a good year.
No,
can he earn
yeah,
that?
that's another
story.
comment.
Yeah,
that's right.
I mean, do you guys remember, like, before the whole scandal, how he was considered like a top 5 guy in the league?
Mobile, arm, all of it.
Yeah, and then when the Browns signed him, they gave him this fully guaranteed contract, and the rest of the league was like, you don't do that. And there were some people that were going, well, get ready, because this is going to become the new trend. Everybody's going to get these high-dollar fully guaranteed contracts. I'm like, these NFL owners don't play like that. One guy screwed up, and they will not all of a sudden adopt that. Nobody's going to follow the lead of the Cleveland Browns owner, that's for sure. But I think Watson also will be the opening day starter, Wendy. I do.
That's what it seems like. And I'm sure that we'll have many reports from Cleveland. Jeff Darlington et al., Kimberly Martin. Can't wait for those. I can't wait for those reports. You want to know why?
Tell me.
Because it means I won't be on sports. Something else they're talking about.
Brian's going to be chilling in September.
Hey, Wendy, I got a Laker question, actually. So, obviously, when you look at what...
No, they haven't renounced LeBron yet.
Okay. you know when you look at what Rui got with the Clippers, Marcus Smart gets with Houston, Luke Kennard moves on to Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton is gone. Obviously, Jackson Hayes, you and I both would have loved him back in that backup role. But it really kind of symbolized to me that this kind of started, and they've been working on this for a year, moving on from what they had been and building around Luka, because when you look at the prices those guys got, they could have had those guys back.
Yeah, so first off, fascinating stat from our guy Stats Williams was that obviously there's an asterisk because Luka and Austin were hurt, but the top 5 minutes played guys from the Lakers playoffs are not back.
Yeah.
For a team that made the second round, that's really unheard of. So it's a full-on makeover. You know, that's number one. I like the value that they got Mamushvili on. I like that and a lot of people in the league I've talked to like that contract and like that value as a Rui replacement. Now the thing about it is, Rui signed for $14 million with the Clippers. I'm not sure he would have signed for $14 million with the Lakers. He signed for $14 million after his market got. This is the same situation with like Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris signed for $16 million with the Spurs. I'm not sure he would have stayed in Detroit for $16 million. Sometimes players will switch and take less money as opposed to stay and take less money. So I don't think it's quite apples to apples. But if you look at what they got Mamu for, that's good value. I also don't think they overpaid in terms of money for Walker Kessler. The contract is maybe a hair high, but like I don't dislike the salary. Now the price on the picks was steep, but I don't dislike the salary. I think those moves are sound, good, smart moves. I think Kessler can be a guy who unlocks a ton of stuff. There was very few players in the market that fit that. I think that is those. I'm going to give those moves high marks. I'm not in love with the other moves because I think Grimes does not have positional size, and while he will be better offensively, I think he will be a step down defensively from Smart. Sexton is a Bulldog. That's his nickname. And I think fans will love how hard he plays. Everywhere he's ever played, all the way back to Alabama, have loved the way he plays. Young Bull, I think, is his nickname, actually, not Bulldog. Yep. But he doesn't have positional size, and I don't think he's as good of a shooter as Kennard. So defensively, which is what you need on the perimeter, I'm not sure they got better there. And Kevin Looney is one of the finest character men in the league. He is absolutely coming off of a year where he was a nothing. Yeah. And the athleticism downgrade from Jackson Hayes to Kevon Looney is significant. So I don't love those moves. But that said, Luka, Reeves, and Kessler, like that is a real trio. That trio is going to win a lot of games. That I think you're going to see good chemistry there. I think that is really something to build off of. But I'm not in love with the rest of the build out. I could be proven wrong, but I'm not. I'm not super excited about it based on who walked out the door.
Obviously, it's not done yet either, right? I mean, a wing we think is coming, whether that is via trade with Kuminga. I mean, PJ.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get Kuminga on a cheap contract, that's definitely an athleticism infusion. But I'll just point out about Kuminga. I think the reason you like Kuminga is, you give him a big role and you hope he can produce. But I just want to point out that two teams in the last year have moved on from him. And you did not see any team go commit any significant resources to get him. Now, that does not mean he will not have a great year. I will just say to you, though, you just have to acknowledge and understand that there's a reason why he would be available for relative cheap.
But, look, he's 23 years old, Kuminga. To you guys' point, he's athletic. My biggest thing is that last year you find yourself having to manage the emotional highs and lows of a DeAndre Ayton. And it just seems like nobody's debating Kuminga's athleticism. They're sort of debating his attitude or his expectations of what he is to a team. And when guys don't understand their role, that becomes a pain in the ass and a distraction. So that would be, and tell me if I'm onto something here, Wendy, that to me would be like my biggest concern with a guy like Kuminga. Got the athleticism, and he's young, but is he a guy who could understand the role that he's supposed to play on a team and therefore fit in?
Well, you feel better having Kuminga at a couple million a year as opposed to having him at $25 million a year. So that's one thing that changes everything. That colors the way you're going to evaluate him. Absolutely. But look, like the getting excited about Jonathan Kuminga has been a annual right now for like 5 years. So that does not mean that he won't have a great year. I'm just telling you, for 5 years, I've listened to how Jonathan Kuminga is going to have a breakout season. And so I am just going to wait back and watch. And, you know, if you're acquiring a guy, you know, 2 weeks into July, there's a reason why you're acquiring him 2 weeks into July. Which is, by the way, what I said last year about DeAndre Ayton. You know, 2 teams had punted on Ayton in the previous 2 years, and the team that had him was willing to pay him money to not have him there. And so when he came in, I felt it was a better, I think, what did they give him? $6 million, I think, 6 or 7 million.
6, 7.
6, 7.
Gotcha.
That value to get a player of that talent level for that monetary value was good work, but there's a reason why he was sitting out there and teams were moving on from him. So I would say the same thing about Kuminga. He has been traded and released, just like Ayton was traded and released twice in the past, 6 months. So just keep that in mind and keep that framed. Listen, I live in a world where on this very radio station, one of my former colleagues, I will protect them because it was one of the worst takes I'd ever heard, and I won't say their name. They're no longer at the company. When the Lakers signed Andre Drummond, compared it to acquiring Dennis Rodman. And I said, he has been released in the middle of the season for a reason. So there are examples in NBA history of players who were left by the side of the road, who come to a new team, get a new situation, and thrive. And that's what the Lakers would hope there. But you have to be responsible when you have your expectations about the player you're getting.
I think I remember that take. And I think there was Anthony Davis, Drummond, and I can't remember who, but I feel like there was another big guy.
Well, LeBron. Oh, big guy. Well, yeah. Oh, I see.
And I remember this person, if we're on the same page, saying like this.
No, it's the person you're thinking of.
Oh,
yes.
it is. This will be like the greatest front line in the history of the NBA. And I'm like, really?
Well, I just said, do yourself a favor and never say that again.
Yeah.
Right. So, Wendy,
I just want to say there's just a long history of the Lakers feeling like they've gotten a steal. And a couple of times they have. Marcus Smart was a steal. I thought that worked out beautifully.
Great price.
Like, I don't think you could have ever thought it worked out better. And a year later, he's gone because it was not transformational. And I thought that worked out as well as it possibly could have.
Brian, just to add, and this is just me adding to this. This is not attached to Brian, about Kuminga. Here's what I would say, Cap, and I think we've had this discussion before. And Geeter, I don't think you've heard this, but what I would say to you is there was a level of frustration with Kuminga at Golden State. And he was a very polarizing figure at Golden State because there were people that were very much in on him and people that started to, over time, let's just call it sour on him in certain ways. And it wasn't really necessarily about playing ability. Mm-hmm. It was, to Brian's point, more about his own lack of self-awareness, maybe even at times motivation, whatever. The way it was described to me once at Golden State was, if he just played, and this is when Steph and Draymond and those guys were still kind of at their peak, right? Like, maybe not at their peak, but coming off their peak, but still, recently had won a championship in 2022 or whatever. And they were like, if he just could play the game the way we need him to play, he's going to fall into 15 or 16 points a night. And then he'll get paid. And he'll get what he wants ultimately, but he wants different things. He's kind of young, and he wants the ball in his hands, and he kind of slows things down. And we're a ball movement team, And you have Steph and Draymond out there. They're going to find you if you just play the game the right way. If you set screens, you dive, you cut the baseline, like you just do the things you're supposed to do. You're going to fall into those numbers. And he just could not wrap his head around that stuff. And I feel like there was a level of frustration from a big chunk of the Warriors staff that was part of it, while there was other contingents amongst the Warriors who were still very enthralled by his athleticism and ability in that regard.
That was artfully said. and I agree with it. And again, if he had been traded to Atlanta And Atlanta needed him at the time. Like, Atlanta was dealing with quite a few injuries to their big men. And, not that he's a classic big, but he's size. And if he had gone to Atlanta and absolutely thrived, and they were like, not only are we keeping him, we're extending his contract. I think you would have had something. They waived him. So
that
and it'll be one thing if they were like, hey, listen, we're not sure about you at $25 million. Let's redo your contract. They waived him and said, good luck to you.
Right.
So again, I do not want to come off as critical. I'm just pointing out things that happened and that you should keep that frame of mind in there. But listen, if you're the Lakers, this is what you have to lean into. You have to lean into getting players that you think have high potential, that have, low salaries. When you are invested in Luka, because we just had Brad Stevens say, and regardless of what you think about Brad Stevens' decision to trade Jaylen Brown, Brad Stevens has demonstrated to be very good at his job. And he said, I don't think it's a very good idea to have 70% of your salary cap taken up by two players who do very similar things. And that's essentially what the Lakers have with Reeves and Luka. That's essentially, they're slightly different, but they're the same type of player. And so to overcome that, you have to be very efficient on other parts of your roster. And if you can get Kuminga at a couple $1 million a year and he plays that role very well, that's what the Lakers can do. And don't be mistaken, like, the Lakers can offer a starting job. They can offer playing for the Lakers. Like, that's their advantage. So they need to do that. They're doing what they would need to do. But again, they're fighting a little bit upstream of the way the league is operating, and the Celtics, regardless of what you think, are a demonstration of that.
All right, Windy. Hey, let me ask you this: do we have a couple more seconds?
He's got to go.
He's got to go. We told you 9:15.
Well, it's 9:17.
It's already 16.
I got
He's
it.
finishing
17.
his thought, Cappy.
Okay. Well, then let's
Windy,
hang up on him.
I'm going to protect you.
Next time,
because you're my
just
Colombo brother. So next week we'll ask you this next
write
question.
this down right
Have
now.
a great day, Wendy. Thank you so much.
Take care, guys.
Bye, Brian.
Take care.
Be well. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
See you in Vegas.
Thank you, Wendy. I'm going to write down my
You're such
question.
a miscreant, Wendy.
Why?
Cappy?
Why?
All right. Yeah, I'm out of here too, by the way.
What?
Me too. You know what? I'm out of here also. Geeter, take over.
I'm staying.
Geeter, you're getting ripped a lot in the YouTube chat. I don't know why.
Why is Geeter getting
Who's
ripped?
ripping?
Wait a
Oh,
second.
he's trying to be Mason's replacement.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I hope not. He sucks.
Really?
I can handle that.
Did
Let me
somebody
tell
call
you
him?
something.
Well, go ahead. You tell him.
This Geet, he's got more talent than all of us in his pinky. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, definitely Trudell. He's got more than Trudell.
You guys said
By
they're
the way,
only
your
going to love you
pinky
for a
is-
week in this
Your
place.
pinky is the same height as Trudell.
Oh, wow.
What about
Wow.
the referee from the game?
The
match
referee
last-
yesterday, did you
Switzerland?
notice the referee in the Switzerland? Travis
yeah.
was so obsessed with, because, Travis likes the height shame.
Yeah.
And soccer players are already not the tallest individuals.
Mm-hmm.
But this referee, he was like the mayor of Munchkinland. He was a little guy. He had to be like 5 foot.
No,
Really?
he was 3'9" on a good day.
Oh, really?
And his hair was perfectly
Give him
parted.
some good cleats, though.
His hair was perfectly parted like an 8th grader. And he's running around the field. Boom, boom, stop.
Like the player fell to the ground, was kind of sitting on his butt, and he was still taller than the ref.
Oh, wow.
It was rough.
He was saying that Messi was looking down on this referee.
All right, George, I guess this now begins the Summer
Summer
of
of
Schwans.
Schwans. Enjoy it.
So when will we hear your voice
9:18:30.
next?
Next week, Wednesday, Thursday. And
Beautiful.
then I'll partake in 2 days of the Summer of Schwans, and then I'm out.
All right.
Until August.
Travel safe. Good luck in Vegas.
See you guys.
Are there rules
Bye,
of the
George.
Summer of Schwans? Like, in other words, like we start the Summer of Schwans, then Sedano comes back. Are we officially still in the Summer of Schwans?
Yeah, he said
or do
he's
we
going to participate in the SOS.
Because I didn't know if we had to have a suspension of the red card of the Summer of Schwans, give Sedano 2 days to come back and do his thing, and then we go back to the Summer of Schwans. I didn't know if there was an interruption in the middle of Schwans talk. Wasn't sure about that. So
No.
It
goes
and
goes.
Geeter, we are no longer under FCC violation. So
Yeah,
go or
say whatever you
rules.
want
Go
to say,
ahead.
man.
Still be a little careful, you know.
I mean, don't do anything like.
I mean,
We're still on the app. We're still.
Don't do anything that would make your. I don't even
was
know.
the Clapper
I don't want phone calls. Just don't give me a phone call.
during the FCC hour?
No,
No.
it wasn't. Here's what happened.
But Clapper was a little uncomfortable. You could tell by his response.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why. He's the one that
First
brought
of
up
all,
that if you surf by a nuclear power plant and you happen to get the pleasure of growing a third testicle, right?
Yeah, but he didn't mention excrement.
I know, but I.
Then
I mean,
Excrement.
the
Yeah.
first thought,
Is that what you
as
call
a
that?
surfer, by the way, who has surfed in that
it
area.
comes out.
By the way, I have surfed.
See, notice how I do it. Geeter, take lesson. That's double entendre.
Oh, my
I didn't
God.
actually say anything bad. That's if somebody's looking at the transcript, they go, you know what? Listen, he may be saying one thing, but he's not saying the other thing. You can't just come out and say it. Because on the transcript.
Can't talk about laundry and stuff as I did.
A load of laundry.
Oh, yeah. No, because on the transcript, the way the sentence would look, people will go, oh, well, that's what he meant.
Basically, I came out and just asked him.
Yeah.
Because as a surfer that has surfed in that area, I was actually very
Who's
curious.
reading the transcripts,
Of
Lindsay?
course. For real.
Our bosses, at times.
At times.
Yes.
Lindsay asks who's reading the transcripts.
Because now they figured out that they could pull transcripts and put them through ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And then ChatGPT gives you a summary of the entire show.
Okay.
So that is going on, yes.
And so the top headline would be 3 testicles and Geeter bad boy.
Told you guys before, in my day, I'm not afraid of a line, but I don't know where the line is.
Yeah, no, you're going to learn the line.
I think just don't say the joke.
No, I say it.
And I'm not saying it.
Say go
but
for
then
it.
then you put baby in a corner, they're saying. Like, I'm just kind of sitting here.
No,
Well, again, yesterday saying a soccer player has big balls in the middle of afternoon drive during the... See, look, Funch's head popped up.
Huevos.
Guts.
Huevos.
Cojones.
We say cuyans. Like stuff that's like, oh, I got what you're saying, but you don't have to say it.
I don't see anything wrong with it, but that's just me.
There's another word I want to use, but I'm not going to say it.
Say it.
What? Go ahead.
Sack.
Yes,
He's
sack
got
is
huge
fine.
sack.
Also not
Sack
that
is
great
fine.
appropriate.
Sack is fine.
Okay, so now...
No, you go to the grocery store, you put your groceries in a sack.
Yeah.
That's right.
Would you say that on television?
No.
Okay.
I think you found your line.
There's your line.
There's your line.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That's a good point you guys are bringing up.
Gregory,
If would
the
you,
back, yeah.
would you say it on TV?
Does anyone still have a lunch
He's
sack
looking
anymore?
at me like, there's your line, bro.
lunch sack? Yeah, lunch sack.
You found it.
Yeah, so if you said lunch sack, that's okay.
What about those bean bags, those love sacks?
Yeah, like sometimes. So we did that about Chewy, Lindsay's dog, because every time he's in here, that giant paw hits me in the we said cuyans, but then it became Schwanz. Schwanz really came off of Cappy's horse. See how we got there? But we didn't say, oh, Chewy's, Lindsay's dog hits me in the you-know-what. We don't say that. We got to be clever.
Do you know
Totally on board.
You know that Chewy
So he would say,
listen,
Morales
as a beanbag.
speed bag.
As a speed bag. So everybody gets the joke, but we don't say it.
Right.
Yeah. I'm on board. I just, listen.
Yeah. Listen, you're learning
I'm gonna
the line.
make mistakes.
Yeah, listen.
Morales, it's
Hey,
going to happen.
Miguel Rojas has errors at times.
We make errors. Yeah.
You don't expect him to miss what should be a routine ground ball.
I got excited. Listen, it's like the new guy that you have a college friend that's really rich and you go to their family dinner and you're not really a part of it, but you're trying to interact.
Yeah.
And you make mistakes.
Right. Right. And then dad sitting at the end of the table going, did that guy Geeter just talk about a third testicle? Right. Mistakes happen. Again,
As soon as Sedano left, right into the Schwan.
Right. And by the way, and it says it at the upper part of our YouTube channel, Summer of Schwanz starts now.
Well, how did we spell it? Because now I'm not on the YouTube feed.
SCHVANZ. Does that work for everybody's spelling?
I still think there's a P in there.
Where's the P?
There's no P. There's a T.
I like to go SCPHONZ.
But why the P?
You're making up your own
Well,
spelling.
here's why. Because Mace yesterday, I was talking about the Summer of Schwans during Mace in Ireland. And Mace goes, yeah, is that how you spell it on the thing? And then for some reason, Ireland went over there, and I think he thought that there was like another V or something. I don't know. But then Mason, is looking it up. And then he says, oh, I'm looking it up, and I see a T. And I go, no, we already went through this. That's official Hebraic. That gets us in trouble.
Mm.
If we make up our own spelling, then it's like just the goofy guys just doing their own thing. You know what I mean?
I do. Speaking of goofy guys doing their own thing,
So you put that in there right now, how
Yeah.
you have it spelled, does it come up as anything?
I'll check it out. I'll do.
Can you do that right now, actually? Yeah.
But I just want to say one thing, that if you are watching on YouTube right now, because I know a lot of people are listening on the app, you'll see in the upper right corner that there is a camera focused on Funch.
On just Funch.
And I wish you would turn his mic on, because you would be hearing him like.
Well, you can turn his mic on.
Like he's just talking to himself in mumble.
Well, I was chatting with Beto in the chat.
Yeah, you were talking like this.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, he had another good sack, Johnny Sack.
But you're not like doing
That
like,
is, so see, you could say Johnny
Hacky
Sack.
sack.
Yeah, that's not as fun.
Okay,
Johnny Sack from The Sopranos is pretty good.
But you're actually verbalizing this.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind. I just find it interesting.
Did I make a comeback in the YouTube chat? Or am I still getting
No,
trashed?
you
I
made a big comeback.
Oh, really?
Everyone's loving you now.
They love him?
Yeah.
Okay, Schwan, spelled your way,
Yeah.
is a word adapted from Yiddish and German, and it's got two different spellings, SCHWANZ SHVANTZ or SHAVN. No, wait. Yeah, SHVANTZ. But I think if we put a P in there, it makes it our own thing.
It's our own word. Because then it's kind of the Russian spelling of it all.
PH, though. PH is not, that's what you mean, like together. The PH for the F.
Yeah, the F.
But again, with a P doesn't belong, and then it becomes like a very Russian-looking word.
Well, doesn't that go with our brand?
It does. At that point, you'd be like, hey, it's the summer of Schwanz. Let's play our anthem. Doobie-doo, doobie-doo.
It really is a beautiful song. They don't use this anymore. This was the USSR.
Oh, really?
Although maybe they do use this. I don't really know.
Lovely. Lovely, as a matter of fact.
This part, too, really with the breakdown?
Strong.
You like it?
It's quite
Yeah,
strong.
this is good.
Like
This
like
would be
your
our
portfolio.
theme.
Yeah.
Schwanz, stand up. It's the summer of Schwanz.
Do we have some sort of a gesture we do?
You ever made up a word that sticks? Like schnutz for me and my friends. Schnutz. is what we
Schnutz.
use. Yeah, it's the summer of schnutz. Just like
I think we made up
nuts.
Schwanz, didn't we?
Yeah.
I did make
Like, you
up a
gotta
word.
bookmark it.
I made up a word, schnall, which is I don't give a schnall. Like if you say I don't give a what, right? But I say I don't give a schnall. So a schnall is a word that I would replace a bad word with a schnall. I don't give a schnall.
Does anybody else use it in your group?
I was able to actually get some people to adopt it.
Yeah.
But it hasn't made like a big, hasn't really gone huge yet.
Next Saturday, July 18th, join Sua Kravitz. Oh, Sua. Me and Gregory Arthur Bergman for a live broadcast. 1 p.m. at the Wild Fork Matchday Foods Fest in Long Beach. The first 400 guests score a free Wild Fork gift card. Saturday, July 18th, 1 p.m. Admission is free. RSVP at eventbrite.com and search Wild Fork Long Beach Matchday Food Fest. Okay. Or I guess they didn't update this copy. You could go to ESPNLA.com and click the Wild Fork logo.
Who didn't update the copy?
I don't know.
Come on. Usually you get mad about that. You start throwing things.
There's a
rip
lot
up
of different
paper.
people touching the copy this week because
Okay.
Janess is out, so
Okay.
who knows?
Well, I mean, let the boss handle it. Give it to Bergie. Bergie will do it right. If you want it done right, give it to Bergie.
I did not have the information that I.
See, I always say communication is the most important asset, and we don't do that well here.
Yeah, I know. And we always think to ourselves, we're in the communication
Hence why
industry.
Funchy showed up today and goes, I thought I was here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everybody and Bergie and Lindsay are like, no, you weren't scheduled. And Funchy goes, no, I told you I was scheduled. Now, had we documented this and communicated, maybe Funchy isn't here.
Oh, well,
but
that
I'm
would-
excited
Yeah,
that
I
he
would be
is.
That'd be
sleeping
a
right
big
now.
loss.
I'd be sleeping right now.
Did I hear you say earlier this morning that pre-6 a.m. you had a tuna fish sandwich?
I did.
What time is it?
Hold on, wait. That's a joke, right?
No, I had a
Well,
tuna
you've
fish
never-
sandwich.
whoa, whoa,
This
whoa.
morning?
You've never had morning tuna fish?
Yeah, I had a tuna fish sandwich.
No, I
From
mean,
7-Eleven.
I think
From
after 9 a.m.
7-Eleven.
it's fine. I love tuna in the
No,
morning.
but I literally have
pre 6 a.m.
Yeah, 6 a.m., 6:30.
Okay, if I'm
went-
pulling an all-nighter, then I can
Yeah.
have tuna at 5:58 a.m. or 5:55.
By the way, tons of protein. There's nothing
Tons
wrong
of
with
protein.
morning
I needed
tuna.
to eat.
But you got it. You went to a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And you got tuna, I assume, on white bread.
Yeah, it's
Well, no,
on
it's
Japanese
pre-
white fluffy
yeah,
bread.
It's
Yes.
prepackaged.
It's prepackaged.
And
yeah.
how was
It's not like they
It was
make the
great.
tuna
Really?
sandwich
Yeah,
for
it
you
was
there.
great.
First of all,
I-
don't say it's great. It wasn't great. Was
it
it
was
great?
great. I'm telling
It
you,
was-
it's
guess
great.
what?
Do you put a little
to,
mayo
to
in
support Funchy Lova, tomorrow morning I'm going to be coming from Anaheim, so I'll get on the train. I always stop by the brand new, beautiful, right there on Ball and State College, the new 7-Eleven. I'm gonna if they
Get
have
one.
it,
Get one.
I'm
Yes.
doing pre 6 a.m. tuna fish.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yes, I'll
And
do
I
one
will
with
video.
you.
I'll
do
video
one with you too.
Okay.
I'll do another one with you.
Okay, wait a second. So I just want to, this is on a Japanese, some kind of bread?
Japanese fluffy white bread.
Okay, I'm going to go to my 7-Eleven tomorrow morning, and I'm going to get one
Do
of these
it.
tuna
Wait a
on
minute,
Japanese
so you're going to
fluff.
leave your house just to go back to your house to do the show?
Correct.
Why,
But
at that point, why don't you just come back here and we'll all eat tuna fish together?
only because of the schlep. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why don't you say it tomorrow night? Because that way you can go to Hollywood Park on
Well,
Friday.
I thought about that. Me and
Yeah,
Bergie were working on my schedule yesterday, and we thought about that. But I decided I wanted to be here with Geeter today. But if I would have known,
appreciate that, man.
If I would have known Funchy was going to be here, I would have stayed for longer, for sure.
I am happy those meetings are back on the books, you and Bergie going over the schedule.
Yeah.
Because I felt like the last few months those weren't happening.
No, they weren't.
And we had no clue what you were doing, and you were a mess. So I'm happy that's happening.
I
again.
have been a mess for the last few months. This is why I've been talking to Geeter during the breaks. Maybe I'll go to Lake Tahoe for a few days.
Yeah.
He likes Lake Tahoe.
Well, Funchy's reported you already, and he said, he's trying to scam a place in Tahoe out of
Yeah, he
Geeter.
is.
Well, what am I going to scam? What's the scam?
We were having a real conversation about this. Is
sleep on the floor. That's what you're going to do.
I'm a big Tahoe guy, so I'm trying to get him up there.
Oh, there was a point where I was like, so what are your dates?
Exactly. I heard that. And I heard that as I walked out the room, too.
He may have asked, do you own a place there?
Hey, do you want to do it?
Found out I didn't, and we kind of
listen,
got off the
I
subject.
like these ideas of house swaps.
Yeah.
House swaps are an awesome thing. Like, if you ever want to go to my place in Encinitas, it is your place. Now, just trade with me. Now, if you want to go to Mammoth, I got a spot. It's not really mine. I'm kind of offering it up, but it's my girlfriend's.
Hermosa Encinitas? Let's go for a weekend.
Let's do a house swap.
I'll surf pipes. You get to hang in Hermosa Beach.
Yes.
Go to the California Surf Club.
Right.
Wait a minute, you'll do what?
I'll surf pipes. Great little spot.
I think that's what Cappy and I were looking for last night.
We were doing a little pipe surfing last night.
See how I threw that in there?
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with it.
It all works.
I have a radio question.
All right.
Well, then
That I
ask
wanna
the
have
experts.
Yeah, because you and I were talking off air.
Mm-hmm.
There was 58 on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting to the YouTube hour. I had a question for Wendy that I thought would maybe extend, so I didn't ask it. But there was some animation going on, so I didn't know.
Well, because I didn't realize you're not in our chat, because I send the time.
Yeah.
And I went in there, too, and explained to you guys. I guess you were also not paying attention. So,
yeah, 58. Dude, I heard about the hard out, so that's why I was
so
like,
if it's
I
a
shouldn't
hard
ask.
out, why would you ask? Again,
shouldn't ask my question is what I'm saying. That's why I was.
but
that's
you
why I was
do
asking.
TV where there's hard outs all the time.
Yeah. I know. That's why I didn't ask my question.
Okay, so what's the problem?
There was a lot of animation going on, and I was trying to see, like, what did you? I thought you guys thought I wanted to go to the bathroom or something.
That's just Chris.
Yeah, that's just me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't really like you.
Because you were like,
very
ask
much.
it. I thought you were telling me to
I don't
ask
really like you.
No, I'm aware of that, and that's fine. I'm a scumbag. Yesterday I was a scumbag for 4 hours on the.
You know, if before you worked here, you were
He knows I wanted to
loved and adored. He loved you. Couldn't say enough wonderful things about
I
you.
had to fight really hard to get you in here because,
You know what I
to be
realized?
honest,
You
not
didn't love me
everybody was
anymore?
on board.
Yeah. You know when I realized it? I was so excited to see him because I like.
So he opened
I really
up my
like
door
him.
pre 6:30 a.m.
Pre 6:30.
Oh, God.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I said hi, and man, did he light me up.
But you know, sometimes I do it just to do it.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah,
Which
like-
by the way, I've been coached my whole life. I'm okay with it.
Mhm.
I enjoy it. It's okay.
Yeah. But sometimes.
YouTube chat doesn't like you. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
They like you. I'm all in. I love it.
Right.
I want
Like
to have a moment
Sedano,
with
for
the
instance,
community.
when Sedano does come in,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be bothered unless he engages.
Ah.
So if I feel he's engaging, then I'll talk to him. But usually I'm like, leave him alone. He wants to eat breakfast. He wants to be left alone.
Got it.
He's certain. Like, we got to do 3 hours together.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like after hours, after we get done with the show. If I'm in the kitchen at 1 p.m. and somebody comes in and makes a joke, Nick Riley does this a lot, our digital sales manager.
Yeah, what does he do?
He'll come in and like, hey, Schwann's talking. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you guys were talking about Schwann's this morning. I'm like, 4 hours ago, bro.
Yeah, right.
It's 1 o'clock.
You're ready to move on.
Right.
I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
Like, I have to move on.
You have to.
Bergie and I have a lot more to do today. We can't just relive the show all day like it's, high school going to college.
I hope we can break bread against and do the schmear thing. That was fun.
Yeah, you like
when you smeared Bergie?
Yeah.
That was
nice.
great. The bagel. It was a good bagel.
Everything bagel or was it an onion bagel? I don't
realize
remember.
you probably
Onion
don't get
bagel.
those
Onion
lunches a lot, but
Yeah.
they're kind of special when you do.
Well,
I
you know,
mean, it's-
Bergie and I yesterday had sugarfish. Then we shared chopsticks.
You know,
sugarfish good.
These guys are such lovely human beings. These guys are such wonderful brothers and teammates. You know what they did for me yesterday? They sent me a text. They said, hey, we're walking down to Sugarfish. Do you want anything? And
Because we mentioned this on the show going out, and he was like, oh, give me a box. I'm like, a $50 box? Give me money.
Tell Geeter, though, what happened on the $50 box.
So here's what happened. So I say to Bergie, hey, I got to go by East Central and take my pills. I left my pills in my room. So we get off the air at 10. I said, 10:15, you want to walk with me? We'll stop by my hotel room. Then we'll walk up. I thought they opened at 11. They didn't open until 11:30. But it's like 7th and Grand, between Grand and Hope. I said, we'll walk up there. Hopefully they have the boxes ready to go, and then I got to get back. And I said, okay. He goes, okay. So, by the way, he was in my hotel room at East Central for 30 seconds.
A little jealous?
Was, yeah.
I took my pills. He took the hand. He saw the hand that Trudell sits on. Then we walk up there. And then we realize, my mistake. They didn't open until 11:30. So now we're already at the Sugarfish at like 11:05. Now another guy walks up. He goes, is this where the line starts today? I'm like, hey, man.
Like, hey, man.
He's like,
the
the place really fills up right at 11:30 if you're not here by 11:30. I'm like, well, they're just doing pickup boxes.
Hey, man.
So all of a sudden, it's 11:25. There's a line of 20 people to get into this joint. I'm like, oh, boy, this is not going to be good. So we're the first ones, Bergie and I. The door opens, and we're like, hey, we just need pickup boxes. The guy's like, dude, I got to sit these people. Then I'll come back to you. So that happens. So now it's like 11:36. He comes back. I'm like, we just need 2 to-go boxes, Trust Me boxes to go. Do you want Trust Me Light or Trust Me Regular? Or Trust Me Elite? Or there's like 4 different versions now. I'm like, I haven't eaten.
Don't think, just eat is what it's called.
Just think, don't eat. I'm like, I haven't been to Sugarfish in like 10 years. Whatever, dude. He's like, oh, it's $57 for that box. I'm like, okay, give me 3. Because I thought you were getting one. And then Bergie says, Cappy says no. I said, okay, give me 2. And I have my card out because I was going to treat Bergie. He works hard. He treats me a lot. The guy goes, okay, 2 boxes to go. They'll be ready in 10, 15 minutes. I go, Bergie's he'll get them. I got to run back to the station. I got to be on the air. The guy goes, that's $145. I go, no, not 3 boxes, 2 boxes. He goes, no, I know. I go, well, they're $57 each. How do you get to $145? Oh, well, Sugarfish does a 16% surcharge.
Unbelievable.
But we don't ask for tip. And I look at him, I go, on to-go boxes? He goes, well, they still got to make them. I said, okay, here's the card, go. But I was just like, okay.
Morales,
16% surcharge.
We stopped. Allie, Rob, and I at work stopped ordering it delivery because of the charge that Sugarfish. It was so much extra that they charge in their service charge. Now that they do it there, too, when you go there to pick it up, that makes no sense.
Do you know that there are some restaurants where you get your bill and you look at the bottom and they say service charge, and they actually have a little bit of writing that says...
And I want to say something before, because I can feel this is going to be a long one, because you told me the story last night.
No, this is a different
I just want to compliment Bergie that as I'm walking back at a quick pace to get back on the air at noon, Bergie then Venmos me $75, and I felt really bad.
What an angel.
Because,
wow, that's a lot of money.
Well, I felt bad because,
lunch.
A, I wanted to treat him, but also, B, had I known about the surcharge and stuff, I wouldn't have said give us the $57 box. We could have just had the $30 box. So I would just like to say Bergie is a classy human being.
He's a mensch.
There's
I
no
paid
way
for myself.
There's no way
right
Cappy would have done that.
No,
Cappy would not have done that.
Because as I always say to Morales, it all evens itself out. There's a lot of times where I'm at Whole Foods and I'll pick something up from Morales. It's $20. He goes, I'll Venmo you. I go, don't worry about it. It evens itself out.
Yeah, but I Venmo you.
Nah.
Now tell your story. Go ahead.
All I'm going to say is this. There are a lot of restaurants that now have these surcharges. And at the bottom of the receipt, it'll say something like, if you don't want to pay this, let us know. So it's kind of like they're guilting you, right?
No, that's true. I heard this. Someone was talking about this on a podcast the other day. You can just decline, say, I'm declining the surcharge.
Yeah, but who declines that?
Well,
though?
that's just it. Most people don't
wanna
even
pay
see it.
for you.
Well, you could do it, and then you could say, well, I'm going to tip you in cash, or I want to tip you, whatever the case is, because a lot of times those surcharges go right to the restaurant, and they pull the tips, whatever the case may be. So if it's because you want to tip them more, you say, I'm going to decline the surcharge, and then you tip them cash.
Listen, when I was at Marie Callender's, Lindsay, I got tipped 42 cents on a $42 bill, and I got to tell you something. I ran after that person.
Really? What'd you do?
Oh, my God.
But you could have got fired. But I didn't. I just looked at him. He had his family there. It was like a family of 6. They got strawberry pies, all that stuff. Took forever to do. I said, sir, you forgot your change. He's like, no, that's for you. And I go, thanks so much.
Oh, God.
Thank you very little. Gave him the check. Thank you very little.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
You need it more than me, clearly.
I love a good reference
you got
to
Did he get chicken pot pies, too?
Chicken pot pies.
You know what's good at Marie Callender's? There's still one next to Stephanie in Whittier. Well, yes, the cornbread.
They still have it?
Yeah, there's one I think still in Culver City.
I didn't know that.
There's one in.
I want to say that Monterey Park has one, too.
There's one in Whittier next to Stephanie. The Frisco Burger is still a great item.
Oh, yeah?
Really? The drive-in?
Amazing
Yeah.
that you know that.
Oh.
That's what I shouldn't have had it every day for lunch, but in college you can. Every day, man, we would just be absolutely hammering those.
Tell me about the Frisco burger.
Oh,
well, it's a Frisco Burger.
Yeah,
grilled
what's
sourdough.
Okay.
They grill it on the I guess top, right? The what's it called? Grill top. And you've got a burger, you got bacon, you got a nice like Thousand Island in there, lettuce, tomato. It's really good.
Yeah.
Sounds
grilled
good.
onions.
And by the way, the bar at the Marie Callender's in Whittier, back in my drinking days, we might have gone there a couple times, and that's a good place to go.
Funny you say that. I worked at the one at Northridge, just kind of a rite of passage. If you went to the high school I went to, Crespi, my brother worked there, and then
Babe Laufenberg.
Derek Fisher coaches over there.
Yes,
is he wide awake when he does the coaching?
Yes, he's doing
just
great.
Checking.
He's doing great. And they have a schooner of beer. They had a schooner. Remember the schooners?
Yeah.
That was their big thing. But the bar at Northridge kind of raged.
The schooners are still around.
Right next to El Torito.
Yeah.
Black Angus, where I had my 21st.
Yeah.
Black Angus.
Black Angus back in the day.
I love that.
It's still around.
I think I know of one Black Angus.
Yeah, they still left.
I think I have one.
There's one in Whittier also at the Whitwood Mall.
Remember Rubens?
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, Rubens was like a thing. My dad and my mom and dad were big into Rubens because remember the Velvet Turtle? These were places that were not, you didn't have the chain restaurants like a Morton's and Mastro's everywhere. So Rubens Velvet Turtle. These places were that at the time.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have, like, going to Marie Callender's or Mimi's was like, $15 a person. But Reuben's and Velvet Turtle, that was $40
Next
a person.
level. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was the thing.
And if you wanted Italian, you go to the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Because you got to have the fettuccine.
Hey, by the way,
I worked at Tony Roma's, too. Have you guys ever done
I love Tony Roma's.
There's
my God.
nothing like
Great
a Tony
ribs.
Roma's rib.
Yeah,
Listen,
great ribs.
Carolina honey sauce was just
I think
so
there's
good.
one Tony Roma's left.
Really?
Some, like, maybe in the valley somewhere.
Yeah, Tony Roma's had good ribs. Wasn't there
I
a
worked at the one in
competitive
Northridge
chain
as well.
Wasn't there a competitive rib chain at the time?
Adams. No, not Adams Rib.
Tony Roma's.
There's one Tony
Lucille's.
Roma's in Anaheim.
Next to
Anaheim.
Disneyland.
Yes, by Anaheim.
We got to go have a Roma rib together.
You
Do
know
they
what?
still got the
That's
onion
a
loaf?
field trip.
Do they still have an onion loaf over there?
They have to.
The one in Fullerton, again, I grew up going there. That was, again, Tony Roma's was a nice night out.
It was a thing.
Was it Chili's that had the awesome blossom?
No,
Is that where
that's-
that came from.
No, that was Outback Steakhouse.
Thank you.
Yeah, Outback.
So there's a great video by this guy I watch who does all these business insights. He's a former CEO, Michael Girdley, something like that on YouTube. He did a whole breakdown of Outback. And all these stories are the same of how they go south, which is they go to private equity and then private equity destroys them. But they realized that the onion blossom, people started to realize how bad it was for you. It's like 1,200 calories, deep fried onion. So once people realized how bad it was, the onion blossom went down. No, they called it the bloomin' onion.
Bloomin' onion. That's
Who had
right.
the onion
By the way,
blossom?
and
That
then the
was
sauce adds
Yeah,
another.
exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say the
Is
sauce.
that creamy, like
a
remoulade?
Thousand Island or something?
It's
Yeah.
nuts if you don't have the sauce.
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Some good memories.
But I'll just say this whole charge, this surcharge that they're putting on the bills at restaurants, you get a check, let's just say, it costs you $100 for the meal, and then at the end of it, they hit you with another $6-7. Lindsay, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's and they give you this option. Hey, you can get out of this. But who's going to sit there? Excuse me, come on over here a second. Hey, this $6-7 here. Get rid of this.
You're not
will
doing
you?
that, man.
Not doing it.
Nope.
Not
Do
doing
you
it.
tip on top of the service charge
I
because
do.
you forget sometimes?
So if it's a $100 bill, right, and they bring over the bill, and I don't even look at it, I just look at the end of it, and I go, okay, fine, here's the 20%, right? But really, I have friends, and I look at them as cheapskates. They're like, wait a second, hold on. It was $100, but it was $80 for the food and beverage. It was X number of dollars for the surcharge. It was X number of dollars for tax. You don't tip on the full bill. You tip on the food and beverage part of it. And I'm like, you do? Like, really? So then all of a sudden, I wind up, especially if I'm meeting with this other friend of mine, this guy, I love this guy to death, and I love his wife, but they're the cheapest people. And so they always under tip.
They're cheaper than you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So now I have to over tip
Right.
to compensate for their under tip.
That's the worst.
That's not a good
And you guys
position
can't
to be
do
in.
it. People know who you are. You can't go out there and be a bad tipper.
Well, people don't know who we are.
No,
Yes,
but,
they
Not
do.
like that.
No,
not like that.
but it is.
Cap, usually the argument, though, is that you tip off of the food and beverage because if you use any type of discount or coupon, that way you're not shorting the server.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
That's how it's always
Yes.
been before
Right.
these service charges became a thing.
Right. So if you had a $100 tab and you had a $50 gift card, you don't tip on the 50, you tip on the 100, obviously. Right. Yeah.
Elephant Bar is one that they're
Oh,
bringing.
Elephant Bar. Elephant Bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one
Another great place as a youngster to go.
Yeah.
The one in Burbank, I
Taiwan.
did damage at it. The one in Burbank, downtown Burbank. I had to sleep in the parking lot once.
In a car or on the parking lot?
No, in a car.
Like solo or was?
No, solo, yeah.
Okay. Oh, man. All right. Can I ask? I'm going to put in a request.
Lindsay segment?
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout because I want to hear, hey, it's me, Mario. I want to hear his Summer of Soccer update. Then we'll be back in a minute, and we'll do the Lindsay segment.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The quarterfinals are officially set at the 2026 FIFA World Cup after another dramatic day of knockout action. Argentina rallied from behind to defeat Egypt 3-2, while Switzerland survived a tense penalty shootout against Colombia to keep its World Cup dream alive. Now the final 8 are locked in. Thursday, it's France taking on Morocco from Foxborough Stadium in Boston. Friday features a blockbuster showdown between Spain and Belgium at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Then on Saturday, Norway meets England before Argentina and Switzerland close out the quarterfinal round in what promises to be another thrilling day of World Cup football. The road to lifting the FIFA World Cup trophy is down to just 8 nations.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It must be quite a thing for you to see two stars of our magnitude.
Sedano and Kap have taken over Morning Drive.
And this isn't some hologram nonsense. This is in the flesh, baby. The two of us together.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
Streaks on the china, never mattered before. Who cares?
9:45. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On a windy Wednesday, thanks to Wendy who joined us earlier. Time for the Wednesday segment. We like to play a TV theme like this one from Mr. Belvedere. On this day in 1990, the final episode of Mr. Belvedere aired on ABC. Of course, Bob Uecker played the dad. Now, I didn't watch it live, like on network television. I watched it later on Channel 11, Fox TV, in syndication. Because back then, syndication started like a year after you're off the air. And I loved Mr. Belvedere.
The great Bob Uecker.
Yeah, of course.
You don't remember
Cameron.
Cameron. What was his name? Cameron Kirk? Cameron.
Was he on that?
Remember when people thought...
Cameron, no, he wasn't on. That was Growing Pains.
That was Growing Pains.
Growing Pains.
But remember when people thought the son was actually Marilyn Manson? That
That's
became
right.
like the thing?
That's right. That was a big rumor.
Yeah, no, it was. Oddly enough, before social media, we had all these weird rumors about things that would just spread from school to school.
I thought the rumor was Paul from Wonder Years, or is that the
Maybe
same
that's
person?
the same. No,
That
it's not
one
the same
too.
person.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, that's what I saw. It was like his nerdy, like,
And then
high
Marilyn
school
Manson
picture.
took out his third rib.
Yeah.
We'll stop there.
Yeah.
We'll stop there,
Weird,
Geeter.
weird.
I'm still
Like-
thinking about Acapulco's, dude. Legend.
Acapulco was a big thing. The last Acapulco in Downey just closed. And there was a Beto used to... You
That
had
was
a
his
lot of...
spot,
You
huh?
dropped a lot of heat there.
El Torito? How about El Torito?
I was an El Torito guy.
El Torito.
El
Torito.
Rebounder, side by side.
There's still some El Toritos
Are
around,
there a
right?
couple around? Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get to Lindsay's segment, when the summer of soccer is over,
I thought you were going to say Summer of Schwanz.
No, that's where I'm going. When summer of soccer updates are over, can we have summer of Schwanz updates?
Hey, this is Mario Ruiz for your Summer of Schwanz update.
Brought to you by Valvoline.
I don't know if Valvoline will like it.
No, they're going to love
Well,
it.
why not?
Today they shared a glizzy.
That's a great idea.
We were going to share a smash burger earlier this
Tuesday,
week.
Rock and Brew.
Tuesday of next week?
Tuesday of next week. What does that mean? You're here next week.
I am.
You're here Tuesday.
I got some things I got to do here on Thursday. I got to go visit with partners on Thursday.
So why aren't you letting us know this before
Well, I'm
we
just
plan
finding
stuff?
this out, you know?
Well, no, you're
Well, I'm
you're
sure
here
that-
Tuesday.
He
Well,
told
maybe I'll have
Berg
to change.
yesterday on their schedule talk, right?
Hey, I'm with you.
Next Thursday?
Yeah, and guess
No,
what?
next week.
So you're going to watch
Tuesday.
Cappy and I share the Godzilla burger from our friends at Rocket Brews. Jenna Tigner's going to be in here from Rocket Brews. She's amazing in the 9 a.m. hour. She might host the whole hour. I thought it was Trudell.
Yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm on Mason.
Scheduling, man.
You
Scheduling.
wanna, yeah, I know.
Check the schedule.
Do you want to switch with Trudell? I'd prefer you're here than Trudell.
Wow.
I mean, I would.
It's nice to get the mornings. The mornings are nice.
Location, too? Like, we're going somewhere?
No, we're going to be here. They're going to bring
They're
the
bringing
food.
food, but they're bringing the Godzilla
By the
burger.
way, I have the list from the great Katie Carr over there.
Yeah.
Listen to what they're bringing. Hold on. Stand by. Stand by. Standing by. Standing by.
You're on with Mason in Ireland right now. And
You could switch. Here's what they're bringing. Here's the note. Hi, food for next week. Wanted to get your thoughts. Pretzel and Bier cheese. That a Brier? Brier cheese,
About
I think.
brie?
Brie? She spelled it weird. B-I-E-R.
Beer.
Oh,
beer.
That's different.
Yeah, it's like
The
the German
Godzilla
version.
burger for you guys to share. Ha. Mediterranean bowl. It looks really good on camera. Asian wings, bone-in. Vodka pasta. Poke nachos. Shrimp and peach Baja salad if you want. And hot honey pepperoni.
This is all happening Tuesday of next week, the 14th?
Yes, how many times do I have to say it?
Wow. Well, I'm putting it on my calendar, Godzilla burger.
You have to do your radio show on your, isn't it in your contract 2 days a week?
Yeah, but
So what were you going to do?
I was thinking
You were
about-
thinking of skimming a day, weren't you?
No, I was thinking about Thursday because I'm supposed to go with one of our marketing consultants to visit a partner. But then again,
What partner?
I can't do it on Thursday. It doesn't matter. Listen,
Which
Thursday,
marketing consultant?
Sam Lloyd.
To go see which partner?
Like an orthodontist,
Oh, yeah.
periodontist
Yeah.
kind of a deal. But you know what? Thursday of next week doesn't matter. I'm not here Thursday anyway because Thursday of next week is when I host the Great Friends Stables opening day party.
Oh, by the
for
way,
Del
don't we
Mar.
have 2 specs for him to record today?
Yeah.
Lindsay?
That's fun.
Yeah.
Don't we have 2 specs for him to record?
Yeah. I'll do them after the show.
Yeah, but after the show, I got a meeting, so I don't have time to deal with you
Well,
recording
you
after
know,
the show.
we got 30 other people here that can help.
Shocking.
true.
You know?
You're right, but sometimes that doesn't help us.
Well, I mean, but
Tomorrow,
Bunchy-
I guess it's just me, though?
No,
You're not coming.
No, I'm coming.
Well, he'll be on remote. I mean, from South tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll all be here,
That's
though.
right.
Funchi and Kasim, one of them will show up.
Both of them.
All right, we got to get through this because we got to get to the Funch YouTube recap. Time for the Lindsay segment. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball. The Lindsay segment always made possible by our friends at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Summer's here before your next barbecue or family gathering. Upgrade those old floors with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Visit HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net or the showroom next to the Commerce Casino. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, no sale. Beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. In England, soccer fan, he sparked a 10-day international search after he vanished on his way to the World Cup. So this guy, 65-year-old Michael Hewitt, known to his friends as Little Mick, he lost his phone during a layover in Barcelona, and so he never made his connecting flight to Boston for England's match against Ghana. So he had no tickets, and none of his contacts were memorized, and obviously he lost his phone. So he just stayed in Spain, and he watched the matches at a local sports bar. So he was totally unaware that his family and the cops and even Interpol were searching for him because nobody knew where he was. Then officials finally tracked him down through his credit card charges at his hotel, and his brother said it was just an embarrassingly simple but happy ending. I think it's cute because it's just this. It reminds me of Mr. Bean or something. This guy's just oh, I didn't know everybody's looking for me. So have you or anyone in your family ever been off the grid long enough to cause serious worry or be reported missing or even questioned?
I had a situation 2 years ago.
I knew you would.
Yeah. So, okay, I'll just be honest about it. You ready? Here's what happened. My daughter was studying abroad in Amsterdam, and me and my 3 other kids all flew to Amsterdam Thanksgiving week 2024 to go hang out with my daughter. Now, I thought to myself, well, my daughter lives there, and she's got whatever Verizon cell phone plan gets her to use her phone in Europe. But we're all going to be together, so I don't need to get other plans for my other kids. We're all just going to be together. Well, we wind up going to Paris for a day, and we are going to one of the museums in Paris. Is it maybe the Van Gogh Museum? Is that in Paris, or is that in Amsterdam? I don't know. Whatever it is. Doesn't matter. We go to this museum, and my son, it's super crowded. It's hot, and he's like, I got to get out of here. So now, but to get out of the museum, it's a mile walk. And he leaves, and I'm like, okay, wait. He left, and now he doesn't have a phone that works. I don't have a phone that works. Only my one daughter has a phone that works. So we have 5 people and 1 phone that works.
That's a panic.
It was a total panic because we also had to get back to get on a train later in the day, and we had no way of finding him. So now, here's what we do. We all split up. And if you've ever been to Paris, I've only been there for 1 day. There's this park across from whatever museum it is that I should know the name of. And we spread out. So now there's 4 of us looking for a 5th person and only 1 cell phone that works. And it was a disaster until we finally all luckily reconvened in front of the museum.
That's brutal.
But listen, here's a piece of advice. If you're ever traveling internationally, don't do what I did. Don't be cheap. Make sure you have your cell phone plan locked in and loaded. You must have your phone with you, especially in a foreign country.
Go to the Louvre. Is that where you went?
The Louvre.
Yeah.
The Louvre is the museum, and across the street is this park. And there's a Ferris wheel, and there's it looks like a carnival. We were screwed, man. We couldn't find each other. We couldn't communicate with each other.
That's tough.
Yeah. By the way, didn't have the Uber app on my phone because I had no service. What a mistake.
Wait, you didn't pay for service because you were too cheap to upgrade to it while you were out of the country?
It wasn't it wasn't just purely cheap, even though it sounds like it. It was, I know, but it was really more I felt like it required time and effort and energy.
And you didn't think it'd be a big deal.
Right. I didn't think it would be a big deal because we'd all be together. Big mistake. Huge
I don't
mistake.
get the we would all be together part.
Well, there was 5 of us. It was me and my 4 kids. And I just figured we were going to be together the entire time, so we didn't need our phones to communicate with one another. What did I need my phone for?
Why wouldn't you want that in a foreign country?
Because I also, maybe this was the cheap part. Well,
Especially
everywhere
with you who gets arrested from time to time. You know, these foreign country things.
Wherever I go, I'll just jump on Wi-Fi. That was kind of my thinking. It was a disaster. I had to go into a restaurant, order food to get on their Wi-Fi to start trying to text people. Yeah. Anyway, you ever have this happen, Geet?
No.
Absolutely not.
Not to that level.
They don't even have air conditioning over their Cap. What do you think they all got?
I mean,
Wi-Fi
I think all my
for?
benders were more in the 90s where people didn't really have the cell phones to track you anyway or find you. Acapulco, sleep in, whatever you had to do.
Like the country or the restaurant?
The restaurant.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Acapulco's.
I also thought.
yeah, I didn't know what he meant.
I also thought it was a city.
All right, thank you, Lindsay. The Lindsay segment each weekday at 9:30 or whenever we can, really. Hey, Cap, you got that spec? I just sent it to you.
I can find it.
I don't know what the means.
It means I got to go into my email.
You don't have your email open during the show?
I do.
All right, while you find it, let's do the Funchy YouTube chat recap.
Time for Funchy. Michael Funches.
To give us this morning's YouTube chat in 60 seconds, Michael Funches.
All right, guys. Johnny Utah. Utah.
Big friend of the show and fan of us.
Oh, my God. He was tripping because we were talking about USA Soccer, men's soccer, at the beginning of the show, and he's like wondering why we were still talking about them. And
Johnny Utah, who says we all suck and the show sucks,
yes,
but yet is here every day.
Every day, yes. He's wondering why we're not even talking about the Women's World Cup, which starts next year. And
Okay,
I told
Johnny Utah,
and I
get
told
on it.
Johnny Utah, once you get your own show, I'll listen to it and talk about the World Cup next year. How
Utah,
about that?
give me 2.
Yeah, right. Give me 2. 2 meatball sandwiches. Utah.
Also, one guy, CJ, whatever his name is, how many people do you need to do a radio show?
A lot.
The more
Can
the
you say
merrier.
overstaffed? I work in the industry, and this is crazy.
He works in what industry?
This industry.
Well, let me tell you, I guess he works in the same industry as us. You know what I don't do? Go on other radio stations' YouTube.
There you go.
Who's this complaining about this?
He was complaining that we have so many people on the show today. We're overstaffed.
Who is it?
You know why? Because it's awesome. That's why we did it.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that would be my answer.
And I told him, why are you hating on us?
Don't hate.
And you're in the industry.
Celebrate.
We're creating jobs.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we got What's
I was
wrong with you,
invited
bro?
in today because Cappy came back from his vacation. Was going to go on vacation and didn't. You know, we're all here. More the
Exactly,
merrier. George is leaving.
And our scheduling sucks, so whatever.
I like how much you got that dig in on the way out.
Geeter, you're good. You're bad. You're up and down today,
Yeah,
man.
love it, man.
Everyone,
That's-
but people do love you. People
know what, man?
love that you're a great addition to our station, man.
Love, hate, like up and down. That's life, right? Like I'm all for it, brother. Like, let's go.
By the way, the way you just said brother was so Hulk
I'm
Hogan.
just trying to-
God, that was
this
so
is
awesome.
my favorite
Just trying
one.
to get better, man.
This is my favorite one of the day by Nugs and Wings. Cappy looks like Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat 2.
All right.
And I got Carlo to put up a picture on our YouTube, a side by side of Cappy and the guy and Johnny Cage. And
Let me take a look. Let me see Johnny Cage.
Carlo, there he goes.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, look,
Not bad.
Carl Urban. You know that guy?
Yeah. You know what?
Is he the guy in The Boys, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
People say Cappy looks like him.
Although, Carlo, did you put those glasses on me? Because those are not my brand of glasses, you know.
That's okay. Thank you, Funchy. You're back tomorrow?
I am back tomorrow with a tuna sandwich.
Oh, that's right. You got to remind me in the morning to eat tuna sandwich in
Yeah,
the
if you
morning.
want me to go get them, I'll go get them.
I would like for you to take a picture,
You know,
and send
hopefully
me.
they have enough. You
So
know?
you'll go get them, and then we'll just eat them here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do
Hopefully-
a
hopefully
7
they have
a.m.
enough,
tuna
yeah.
sandwich. Okay, pick 2 up. I'll Venmo you.
All right, cool.
All right. Cappy, you want to do the spec real quick?
Yeah, I have a question about a pronunciation that
Go
you
ahead.
may or may not know. Do you know Dr. Monica's last name pronunciation?
I'm guessing no. Let me look at it.
Yeah, because it's spelled Madan. Is it Madan? Is it Madden? Is it? I think it would be
Record both,
Madan.
just in case.
Yeah.
Do 2 pronunciations for me. Here we go. 3, 2.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy. You know, in sports, everybody talks about preparation, confidence, and showing up ready for the big moment. Well, life isn't much different. And one of the first things people notice is your smile. That's why I want to tell you about my friends at Beverly Hills Orthodontics and Dr. Monica Madan. Dr. Madan was born and raised right here in L.A. She's a mom herself. She's made it her mission to help kids, teens, and adults smile with confidence. This isn't just about straightening teeth. It's about living a healthier, happier life and becoming your most confident self. From Invisalign to Embrace hidden treatments and Zoom teeth whitening, Dr. Madan and her team use the latest technology to deliver an incredible 5-star experience every step of the way. In fact, she's a Blue Diamond Top 1% Invisalign provider and one of the largest Invisalign providers on the entire West Coast. That, people, is championship-level experience. With 4 convenient locations, it's easy to get started, and your consultation with Dr. Madan is completely free. So if you're ready to level up your smile or help your kids build a healthier, more confident future, you're in expert hands with Dr. Madan and her amazing team. Check out BeverlyHillsOrtho.com or call 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. That's 877-753-8736. Beverly Hills Orthodontics, because when you love your smile, you play the game of life with a whole lot more.
Apparently now it's Madden. They're all saying in the back.
It is Madden.
Okay.
Well, this becomes less of a bit if we have to do it over again.
I'm gonna pick it up.
All right, yeah, pick it up. 3-2.
Dr. Monica Madden. And then I'm gonna give you this one. Dr. Madden. See that?
But then you got to do the solo name too.
Oh, Dr. Madden.
Oh, you say in the next line Madden.
Yeah, I do.
Dr. Madden. That's
Yeah.
all it says.
Yeah.
Doesn't it say it one more time in there?
Let's see here.
Yep, last one.
Dr. Madden and her. I'm doing this in different
Can't
tones.
you just do the sentence for me?
This is going to be the best spec spot ever.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Here, listen to these sentences. That's why I want to tell you about my friends at Beverly Hills Orthodontics and Dr. Monica Madden. Dr. Madden was born and raised right here in L.A. That's the first one.
Okay, give me that last sentence.
And then the last one is Dr. Madden and her team use the latest technology to deliver an incredible 5-star experience.
Okay, good.
And then there's one more.
Oh.
It's easy to get started. And your consultation with Dr. Madden is completely free. You know, this is who I'm going to visit next week.
There is one more.
Where's that one?
You're in expert hands with Dr. Madden and her amazing team.
You're in expert hands with Dr. Madden and her amazing team. Boop. Hey, I'll tell you something. I'm going to visit Dr. Madden next week.
Not Thursday. You're going to be here Tuesday.
Yeah, it can't be Thursday because I got to go. I got to host a big party on Thursday, you know? Big party.
Time for our Don't Sweat the Small Stuff calendar of the day for Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. Avoid correcting each other. No one appreciates being corrected. In fact, most people resent it. So unless there's a really good reason or you're dealing with an extremely important issue, it's a good rule of thumb to keep your corrections to yourself. Not in this case, Geeter. Our job is to correct you. Bergie and I are here to slap you around, to treat you like a rented mule.
Can I just say that I appreciate you two?
I know you do. It was me. It wasn't me who didn't want to work. It was Trudell.
I need to go back and listen to how Trudell took that.
He tried to make it a thing, and you know him. He's like, little guy who's trying to be tough, and I was just like, yeah, whatever, dude. I got to leave.
He's a little guy trying to be tough.
It's just like, whatever. It's like,
we had a great show last night.
I knew you guys did. But he's like, he came in here, I knew you were going to give us crap about this. Geeter and I were talking about it. Geeter's like, I had nothing to do with this.
You know what, though? His voice got you right away. He sounded good last night.
No, it did happen during Supercross Talk. I said, as much as I want to be mad at you, the way you're using the mic, because you got Andy Kamenetsky, who's like DeMarco. So I'll cue the bed. Andy's like back here doing radio, so you can't hear him. And you got Geeter, who's on top of the mic, Travis, me, and then Trudell uses that processing.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, it sounds so warm and fuzzy. It was waking up while I was doing. See, notice how I just said it was waking up. People who know, they know. People who don't know, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to over-explain.
Tell them.
Which I love to do.
Yeah,
apparently.
you do.
Me too. I do
But no, Trudell knows how to use the mic, and he's got some big pipes. For a little guy, that kid's got pipes.
Yeah, you can lay it down, huh?
Again, too much. Too much. Time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal. Thanks to Sellers Advantage. Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Sellers Advantage. Why is Andy so off mic?
I don't know.
Because DeMarco...
He learned from DeMarco.
But DeMarco, it's a size thing. Like, he's just tall, so the mic's down here. But Ireland's on that mic, Cappy's on that mic, and Andy comes in and does the same thing.
Well, has anyone ever told him that he needs to move closer?
I just did. Cut this up and send it to Andy.
Well, or you send him to another lesson at the Bergman School of Content, and you teach him how to use a freaking microphone.
Yeah, you scumbag.
Yeah.
Anyway, want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Sellers Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer, no repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. Providence Realty, DRE 0191-5212, Cap.
Hey, I'm going to make this really quick, but I want to send a shout-out to one of our all-time great listeners. Anybody here know Big Al Flores?
Yep,
you
I love Big Al.
You guys know Big Al Flores? Well, Big Al was listening here and watching during the YouTube hour, and he wanted to let us know, Christopher, that there is a Tony Roma's at 20720 Avalon Boulevard in Carson.
Oh, I've been to that one many years ago, like probably 15 years ago.
Yes.
Next to the IKEA. So that one is still around.
Yeah, this is
in Carson.
It's
right off the 405.
11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So currently closed.
We're going to go in there and suck down some Roma ribs.
Let's go, man. I
So
love a big old rack of ribs, man.
Oh, give me just one rib.
So Big
That's a good
Al.
You know what movie that's from?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm going to get you, sucker.
Good job. That
That's
was
right.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, when Geeter gives me like Fletch lines, I get them and no one else does.
That was early
Okay.
Chris Rock, which gave way to Chris Rock's bit in Living Color before
much?
Saturday Night Live. How much? And then, good Lord, that's a lot of money.
What if I just licked the sauce?
Yeah.
Got change for 100.
Yeah. How much do you think John Ireland's ever seen I'm going to get you, sucker?
I'm going to say yes.
I think he has.
He probably has,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mace
my
will be
God.
like, oh, yeah, I've seen it. Great movie. And, of course, no, because Mace is a phony.
Wow. So, hey, Big Al Flores, we love you, brother. Thank you. And Tony Romas, you may have some people that want to come down to Carson.
Hey, we got to go to Tony Roma's.
Yeah.
What do they owe us?
Big time. Yes, they do.
Thank you, Big Al Flores. That's going to do it.
That's it. We're done.
For Windy Wednesday. Thank you, Geeter. We'll see you tomorrow morning,
Good times.
7 a.m. for a Summer of Schwann's kickoff. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. I got to have the big voice go, Summer of Schwann.
Yeah. And don't forget about Mario. Summer of Soccer ends, Summer of Schwann starts. This is Mario Ruiz for your Summer of Schwann's update.
Don't forget, brought to you by Valvoline.
You tell him, Linz.
We'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody.
Done with you, people.